following is a presentation of Yankton Baseball on KYNT, your home team for Yankton Athletics. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Hy-Vee, Dakota Beverage, The Boathouse, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Triple Time Rudy's, the UPS Store, First Dakota National Bank, Yankton Medical Clinic, FNBO, Avera, Olson's Pest Technicians, Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance, First Chiropractic Centers, Larry's Heating and Cooling, Dole Distributing, Missouri River Associates, Vision Real Estate, Mason Schramm and the Move Group, MT&RC Smith Insurance, and Vision Care Associates. Now we go live to the field for Yankton Baseball on KYNT.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live for Championship Sunday of the Lewis and Clark Classic as Yankton Post 12 will take on Seward Post 33 out of Nebraska in the semifinals. Sioux Falls Post 15 waits for one of these teams in the championship game, which will follow ours, I believe, about 20 minutes after our game. That championship will take place. If Yankton wins this matchup, we'll have coverage of that championship game, obviously, right here on KYNT and KYNTV. If not, our coverage for the day comes to an end while Seward and Sioux Falls would then battle it out to see who wins it all. But it's been a fun set of games, 4-0 in pool play for Yankton. I believe 4-0 for Seward as well in the pools. So both these teams doing very well so far in the Lewis and Clark Classic, but only one team can move on to the championship game.
Yeah, and both teams obviously playing well, like you said, 4-0 here through pool play. Yankton's bats were clicking, and then last night that pitcher's duel between Yankton and Watertown, which we kind of expected between Goki and McClemens last night, which was a lot of fun to watch. But, yeah, Yankton found their way to Championship Sunday and now have a chance. We'll see here if they can advance to the championship game later this afternoon.
Forgot to mention it when we were coming in, but obviously that was Josh Boelter. I'm Brayden Butler. We're on the broadcast today here live from the Fairfield Inn & Suites and Holiday Inn Express in Yankton broadcast booth. You can get great rates and flexible reservation changes by calling either hotel direct. This is your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee with a helpful smile in every aisle. We're going to take our first break, come back in a couple minutes. We'll take a look at your standings review, we'll call it. That's just your look at the Lewis and Clark Classic as a whole. We can break down how the pools went and what awaits in the potential championship game. That's coming up in 3 minutes here on your Hy-Vee pregame show. KYNT, KYNTV.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Ready to build your next project, but can't get anyone to show up or even give you a quote? Call John Kopp, owner of Kopp Building Innovations. He will show up and he will make sure you are happy with your project. Trust in Kopp Building Innovations. KBI is an authorized WIC builder offering custom solutions. Whether you need a residential garage, an agricultural pole barn, or a commercial building, we will work with you. For more information or to get a quote, visit koppbuildings.com.
Spring is here and the games are just getting started. From baseball season in full swing to NHL and even golf, At the Bar has it all on. Add in local matchups and more, and there's always a game worth watching. With TVs everywhere and a welcoming hometown feel, it's the perfect place to kick back and enjoy the game. So bring your friends, settle in, and be part of the crowd, where every cheer feels a little louder and every moment a little better together. You can watch the game anywhere, but the real fans gather at the bar in downtown Yankton.
Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton is a proud supporter of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles. Hi, this is Whitney Devine. If you're looking for protection that fits your life, call me or Travis. We make coverage simple. Whether it's your home, car, or farm, we take time to understand your needs and find the right plan at the right price. You'll get personal service, trusted advice, and peace of mind knowing we're right here in Yankton. Call Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton today to schedule your appointment.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat, brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's time for your standings review, courtesy of Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm. Your pool winners from each of the 4 pools. Yankton went 4-0 in their own pool, taking home the top spot. Sioux Falls West went 4-0 in the Vermilion pool. That's how they advanced today, and then now have advanced into the championship game. In the Crofton pool, it was Madison at 3-1 who advanced to today's game. They just fell to Sioux Falls West a few moments ago. And then obviously out of the Hardington pool, Seward 4-0. Dominant performance from them. 32 runs scored to just 8 runs allowed. They had, I believe, the second best, yes, they had the second best run differential in the pools. 32 scored, 8 allowed, while in for the Vermilion pool, Sioux Falls West outscored their opponents by a combined 39-7. They were the top of the class in their pool. That's how we got to Championship Sunday. Sioux Falls West just defeated Madison via a run rule to advance to the championship game that is scheduled for a 3:30 p.m. first pitch. The winner of this game will meet them right here at Riverside Field.
Yeah, so either way, looking at, maybe potentially a South Dakota versus South Dakota matchup, or that South Dakota-Nebraska matchup, depending on what happens here. But 2 teams in this one that have kind of dominated throughout their pool, like we said, both 4-0. And, for Yankton, looking at here, a couple dominant wins over Blair and West Fargo, but then, a little bit of a flair for the Dramatic and a couple others, 2 walk-offs in this pool play as well. So going to be fun to watch these 2 teams get together and decide who's going to the championship game.
And that walk-off last night was a big deal for Yankton, as that counted towards the PowerPoint standings for the Legion standings, that is, as they got that win over Watertown. And it won't be a game that counts towards the Legion standings if Yankton faces Sioux Falls West, because it wasn't a scheduled game, so it's not considered like in the scheduling pool for games that count.
It's like Batman; they need prep time.
I think it's because how does it work? So they pre-scheduled all of their games already, right? Yeah. So by adding an extra game, it would throw off the seed points, because Yankton and Sioux Falls West would have played an extra game than everybody else. That's why it won't count. It sounds more convoluted than it needs to be, but I digress. We're just here to play some baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, each and every single one of these teams earned their way here, obviously, right? Battling through each of their pools, and some of the best that this classic can offer. And I'm looking forward once again to seeing these teams meet up here in about, I would guess, 20 minutes or so. I think we're going to probably still start on time despite that last game ending early.
Yeah, the last game, I think only an hour 23 for total game time between Madison and Sioux Falls West. It was a low-scoring game throughout, and then Sioux Falls West really just blew the doors open in the 5th inning. A lot of runs to take that 8-run lead, and it is still 8 after 5 here, even on Championship Sunday for the Lewis and Clark Classic. We're going to go back to break. When we return, we're going to talk about some stats in focus. We'll take a look at last night's game between Yankton and Watertown and just check in on how things are leading into today, some overall team stats from the first 4 games for the Lewis and Clark Classic. That's coming up in a couple minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
The Boathouse in Yankton is for everyone. They have axe throwing, sports simulators, skee ball, shuffleboard, beanbags, pool, and darts, plus awesome drinks with lots of cold craft beers, seltzers, wines, and great non-alcoholic options. Try their burgers, pizza burgers, wings, fish, chicken strips, and more. Check out trivia on Tuesdays, free axe throwing tournaments on Wednesdays, and live music on Fridays. Some say it's the most fun you can have on land, so head to the Boathouse, downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages.
Being wiser means peace of mind, especially when it comes to your home's comfort. Today's heating and cooling systems are advanced with technology designed to work smarter. Peace of mind means knowing the company you call understands that technology and has the experience to get it right. For nearly 80 years, Kaiser Heating and Cooling has been trusted with knowledgeable technicians and a commitment to doing the job right. So be the wiser and go with Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free at Explorers Credit Union. You're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit ExplorerCU.com to join the journey today.
There's a difference when a convenience store is locally owned, and you feel it the moment you stop at Triple Time Rudy's. You'll get great quality fuel to keep you on the move, plus local and regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner Lockers. It's the kind of place that's convenient and connected to your community. Conveniently located at 17th and Broadway, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling your community.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can! For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask about them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're going to take a look back quickly to last night's game as Yankton walked off their in-class rivals in Watertown post-17 and got a little revenge for the state semifinals for the high school season as well. A 2-1 win in the end for Yankton. And Josh, how did we get there last night in a very fun game for you and Tell on the call?
Yeah, looking at it here, Yankton had 8 hits as a team, just 2 runs, but once again, it was a good pitcher's duel where both teams were managing to give up some hits and some walks and things like that, but still managed to get out of a lot of jams. But looking for Yankton here, Sam Goki, of course, was on the mound. He pitched 6 innings, only gave up 5 hits, just 1 run, 4 strikeouts as well. Then at the plate had 2 hits and came around to score both runs for Yankton. Easton Fieser also had a pair of hits. Jackson Kudera had a big RBI in the 5th inning to tie that game at 1. And then, of course, Tate Bestie with the walk-off on a single down the third base line to put that game to bed.
That was the 4th game of the Lewis and Clark Classic. Yankton has won every game so far in the Classic. And looking at their team stats for those 4 games, you can see why, Josh. .324 batting average as a team, an .807 OPS. They've hit 5 doubles, had a triple, 22 total runs scored. They've drawn 17 walks as well. And their pitchers, we mentioned how at length how dominant this pitching staff is. A combined 1.8 ERA, a 1.2 WHIP, and a batting average allowed this Classic of 183. Ryan Turner actually has the lowest batting average allowed. Check that. Chase Cooley didn't allow a hit. Never mind. But outside of that, Ryan Turner has the lowest batting average allowed of .071. So a couple very good pitchers today. And we're going to see somebody for the first time on a KYNT broadcast this season take the mound as Easton Fieser is going to get the start in this game. And that's a perfect time to say that these stats in focus are courtesy of Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Yeah, and that rumor was kind of making the rounds yesterday that might be a possibility if Yankton advanced to today. And well, here they are, and there he is getting ready. He was warming up in the pen just a few minutes ago and looking to make his first start and first appearance on the mound this season.
Easton Fieser will bury the lead. He'll be your key player of the game. We'll talk about that more in depth later on. But while still talking about your stats in focus, I want to talk about Simon Kamshoff. He's played 3 of the 4 games so far for Yankton in this Lewis and Clark Classic. He has been just amazing. 750 batting average for him, a 1.7 OPS. He's got 2 doubles, 4 RBIs. He's scored a run, hasn't struck out. He's drawn a walk. He has been exceptional when he's been at the plate so far in this Lewis and Clark Classic. He's really been seeing the ball well.
Yeah, he has. Like you said, hitting 750 and had a big hit the other day to give Yankton a 3-2 lead as well on that double out to left center. So, it's one where he's really starting to heat up in this Classic and obviously hoping to keep that momentum going today.
We're going to take another break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Come back in 3 minutes and have your keys to the game and your key player. We already told you it's Easton Feaser, but we'll tell you why when we come back. This is Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV, back in 3 minutes from Riverside Field.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Life doesn't slow down for injuries, and neither should your care. With Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-In Care, you can be seen quickly, Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. No referrals, no long waits, just experienced, highly trained surgeons ready to help you heal and get back to what you love. And because we live right here in Yankton, your care stays close to home. I'm Dr. Jeremy Kudera, orthopedic surgeon with Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team, and we're here for you.
Buying your first home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good, when's the housewarming party moment. When you're ready to look for a home, start with a local FNBO mortgage lender. We're here to answer questions, personalize the experience, and share our expertise so you can focus on your search. Start your application and get pre-qualified now at fnbo.com. Your mortgage moment is just around the corner, and FNBO will be there every step. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. FNBO is an equal housing lender.
In Yankton, community means everything, and at Wilson Trailer, it's the heart of what they do. They're more than manufacturers, they're your neighbors. From sponsoring the Bucks and Gazelles to supporting the next generation of farmers and builders, they're proud to give back to the place they call home. For over a century, Wilson Trailer has stood strong, steady, and rooted in community. Because when Yankton thrives, we all move forward. Wilson Trailer in Yankton. Learn more at wilsontrailer.com.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Boelter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Boelter, Vantage Financial, to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Welcome back here on your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, where there's a hopeful smile in every aisle. It is now time here on the broadcast to go to your keys to the game. They're brought to you by Vision Real Estate. Visit igotvision.com. 3 keys today for Vision. 4 your keys for Yankton. First 2 are pretty common, Josh. Defense and base running. I'm getting hiccups right when we're coming back
just
here.
Just making sure you're okay.
A lot of random pauses. I'm fighting for my life.
Hey,
so
as long as I'm not having to give CPR over here or something, we're good to go. That's what I was starting to get rid of. I'm like, oh.
If I need CPR, just stop at chest compressions.
Because admittedly, I was sitting here kind of reading the lineups we got just to make sure on some pronouncers, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh no.
Oh no. Look, I know we've called a lot of baseball this weekend. We're getting down to brass tacks. This is your 5th baseball game called, my 4th. I was over in Sioux City last night for arena football for the Bandits. Called that game, an exciting game that ended in a loss over there. So it's been a lot of broadcasting this weekend.
I would say either way, 5 games for each of us since the beginning of Friday. So we're on our A game here.
We'll keep it rolling.
What were we talking about? Keys
of the game.
Yeah.
First 2 keys, the usual suspects for Yankton, playing solid defense and having that aggressive base running out on the base paths. But third key today for me is don't look ahead. You can't start thinking about game 2 in a championship matchup for the Lewis and Clark Classic before taking care of business against Seward. And this is a very good post-33 team. We talked about them. They got the number 2 overall seed with their dominant play in their pool. So you got to be very focused on this Seward squad. You can't look ahead to Sioux Falls West.
Absolutely. It's something they're going to have to handle business here against a very good Seward team, obviously, that ended up as the number 2 overall seed in this whole classic here this weekend, and obviously can't look forward in this matchup.
Those are your keys to the game from Vision Real Estate. Now we go to your key player, courtesy of Missouri River Associates. Their office is local. They know you by name, and your home, auto, and family are important to them. Easton Feeser, your key player today, and we're actually going to see him get the start on the mound today, Josh. But his Lewis and Clark Classic stats so far, 5 for 12 at the plate, 2 runs driven in, 4 runs scored. He's drawn 4 walks as well. On the Legion season, a .412 batting average with a 1.012 OPS and 4 RBIs. Now 6 games into the Legion year, Josh. We can start that transition, I think, from the high school stats to the Legion stats as things really start to shape out for Yankton Post-12. But Feeser continuing his hot streak throughout the spring season into the summer.
Yeah, had a pair of hits yesterday against Watertown and didn't come around to score or bring anybody in, but still with where hits were at yesterday, kind of at a premium, to see him have those 2 was pretty good. And obviously today making his debut on the mound, looking forward to seeing that. So, and as always, batting third in the lineup, so should be a big day for him.
So we get ready to go. Your officials of the game, courtesy of the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. You can see 3 of them down there. It'll be in a 3 umpire crew here for Championship Sunday. So an extra field umpire to help make calls out there today. But they're brought to you once again by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. Looks like they are discussing the starting lineups right now. They should announce starting lineups momentarily. So we're going to go to a quick break, come back in 3 minutes, and we'll have those starting lineups for you here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It is the second game of the day, so I don't believe there's going to be a national anthem. So actually, Josh, they're taking the field, but they might just start this whole thing early.
Yeah, and that looks, they did do that last night as well. Just get it going here, and that appears the case here today. Is once again, like you said, Seward taking the mound.
So I know you got them over there if you want to just go through the starting lineups for both these teams as we're getting ready to roll for Game 2 of Championship Sunday.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and start with Seward. And keep in mind they are, once again, the home team here, technically, even though it is at Riverside Field. So looking at their lineup over in center field and batting first, it's Quentin Hibbert. Looking at the rest of it, we'll actually just go through the defensive lineup here. In left field, Carson Dyer, and then right field, Jesse Leibhardt. Over at third base today, it's Kyle Riley. Over at short, Tyler Hammond. Playing second base today, Quinn Berner. And over at first base is Barrett Wiesen. Handling the catching duties today is Boston Happ. And then on the mound today, the southpaw, Derek Lindau. As for Yankton today, looking at their lineup, batting first and playing over at short, it's Beck Reichen. Batting second, playing at first base is Sam Goki. Batting third and pitching, Easton Feeser. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Liam Villanueva. Batting fifth, over at second base, Jackson Kudera. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Tate Bestie. Seventh is Carter Boomsma in left field. Batting eighth, Simon Kampshoff over at third base. And Brendan Gilmore taking the 9 spot over in right field. Caden Hunoff not batting today, but is handling the catching duties.
That's how they'll line up today for both these teams. Those starting lineups, courtesy of First Chiropractic Center, is making life better one adjustment at a time. Camera is up in the booth with us. You might notice that. It was raining a little bit during the first game of the day, and we're expected to get a little more rain near the 2:30 mark in the Yankton area. And depending on which weather app you use and which meteorologist you trust, it's anywhere from 20 to 50% chance of rain. And I don't like those odds for our equipment sitting out in the outfield. So that is why we have the in-booth pitcher-catcher camera today, and should still be a great game as Beck Reichen is going to lead things off for Yankton Post 12. Should mention as well as the first pitch is in there for strike one from Lindau. Obviously, Yankton coming to the plate first. They are the lower seed here in the tournament, so they will be the road team on the scoreboard. They still get their home dugout as Reichen gets a pop out to right field, gloved for out number one.
Yeah, Aggressive swing in there going after the second pitch. Got a good pop on it. Just didn't travel as far as I thought it maybe would out to right and ended up right underneath the glove.
So with Riken retired, that brings Goki to the plate.
He had 2 more hits last night, scored both runs, 4 post-12 in that close pitcher's duel, and, of course, handled business on the mound as always. 6 innings, only giving up 1 run. Just doing Sam Goki things.
That was Leibhart out in right field who got that catch. Goki fouls that one away. It's an 0-1 count here to Goki. He takes the ball on that one. 1-1 count now. And I believe if Yankton makes it since Sioux Falls West, depending on which team makes it, this one is a hot shot right at the shortstop, gloved for the out. That's Hammond with a quick reaction over there at short. But no matter which one of these teams goes to the championship game, they will be the road team, as Sioux Falls West won their first game, and they are the top overall seed after pool play. But the pitcher comes to the mound for the first time today, Josh, as comes to the plate for the first time today as Easton Fieser steps into the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, and a lefty-lefty matchup here for Fieser. Yankton so far getting some good contact, but for both Beck and Sam there finding gloves.
Here's the 1-0 home. In there for a strike. 1-1 count now to Fieser. I already like this umpire just because of how vocal he is on the strike calls. I've got to guess with what the call is.
See, it helps us, which is a good thing. So
that's all that matters.
We can't complain.
Make it a 2-1 count if that one misses for a ball.
Now, if I was batting up there, I don't know if I'd be as big of a fan, but
that one's in there for a strike. 2-2 count. No, it's funny. It's raining for most of the last couple innings of our first game, and it sprinkles on and off throughout the pregame as that one misses for a full count. But then as soon as we're getting going for our game, the sun's starting to peek out here at Riverside Field.
Yeah, just a little bit here is hopefully supposed to clear up today, and still supposed to be warm out as Fieser's going to take the trip down to first base on a full count walk there.
The way to draw the walk is I'm adjusting our crowd mic a little bit. I pulled it back away from the window so that the rain wouldn't affect it, but with the rain kind of pulling off for now, figured we can try to get a little better sound out of it.
And with that Liam Villanueva at the plate here, trying to get something going for Yankton, maybe possibly a 2-out rally here. You know, you get that walk, and sometimes those things can kind of trickle down here or ripple down as Villanueva's now up 2-0 in the count.
And after mowing through the first 2 batters here, Lindau in a little bit of trouble, but still got 2 outs. Only needs 1 to end the inning. Here's a high chopper left side of the infield. Third baseman up with it in time over to first, and they retire Villanueva on a close play. Good hustle from Riley over at third to end the inning. 1 runner gets stranded on base. No hits, no runs, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 1 in a 0-0 ball game. Seward will take the plate for the first time when we come back. This is Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball in the Lewis and Clark Classic on KYNT, KYN-TV.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Have a craving for wings or delicious burgers or Pivo fries? Come sink your teeth into the mouth-watering burgers and wings at Checkers Sports Bar and Grill in Yankton. With a menu that's flavor frenzy, there's something for every fan. Grab your friends, bring your family, and head down to Checkers. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Your game days belong at Checkers.
KYNT, Yankton, FM 1021 and AM 1450.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Yankton and Seward tied at 0 after the top of the first inning. Seward post 33, obviously out of Seward, Nebraska. They came into today the number 2 seed after pool play. They won all 4 of their pool matchups, as did Post 12, but better run differential for Seward. Easton Feeser on the mound. Our first look at him as a pitcher, I believe, all season. I don't know if he recorded any pitching stats in the spring season. It would have been in road games because I don't remember seeing him on the mound. Here's the 1-0 home and fouled off down the right field line and out of play. How Yankton lines up in the field as well during this. It's Boomsma in left, Bestie in center, Gilmore in right. Kampshoff, Reichen, Kudera, Goki, they go left to right around the horn. Hunt off behind the plate, and of course Feeser on the mound.
Yeah, and getting an early 1-2 count here, getting a couple strikes and off some foul balls here and trying to get his first out on the mound. Would be big for his confidence here today.
Here's the 1-2 from Feeser. Misses the zone for a ball. It's a 2-2 count now. Feeser showing his versatility out here getting the start. Here's the 2-2 home. Swung on and missed. A big punch out there for Easton Feeser. First batter he faces in the Legion season. He retires via the strikeout.
Yeah, nice pitch there. Kind of low outside the zone a little bit. Just gets the leadoff man to chase on that for a punch out.
You can see there just a swing and a miss right at the end. As first man is retired. Feeser and the Bucks go on to the second batter here. First pitch outside for a ball from Feeser. It's a 1-0 count to Hap. Think there's any relation to Ian?
Potentially. Can't rule it out.
What about J.A.? This one sent out into a shallow center field. Reichen calls off Kudera and gloves it for out number 2. Kudera was backpedaling for that one. Would have been an over-the-shoulder play. Reichen, I think, just had the better angle as he called him off from shortstop. But 2 up, 2 down for Easton Feeser on the mound.
Let me tell you, J. Hap brings back really bad 2010s Yankee memories for me. Not a favorite of mine, that's for sure. We got him at the tail end of his career and was clearly not at his best anymore when he was a Yankee.
What is the worst Yankee season of your lifetime?
I'd probably be 23. I think they went 82 and 80. Yeah.
Here's the 1-0 home in there for a strike. 82 and 80 is the worst season in your life?
Yeah, they have not had a losing record
crazy.
Since, I think, 30-something years. Easy. Yeah. Well, it's not easy to do, obviously. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I would say that would be it. And that was when the year where they went 82 and 80, and Judge missed 40 games because he crashed into the wall at Dodger Stadium. So
he needs to stop crashing into walls. He's out with a rib issue now, ain't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know, they've talked about it for a while, and I say they. I mean, fans talk about him going to first base, but now they have a really good first baseman. You're not playing Ben Rice at catcher, so
2-1.
Yeah.
2-1 misses outside for a ball there, making a 3-1 count. And you know, Yankees fans are spoiled.
Oh boy. Yes, please tell me, Poverty Cubs fans.
You never had a season where Darwin Barney was your best player.
Yeah.
That one misses outside for ball 4. It's a walk. As the 3-1 count there puts Burner on first. Starlin Castro was a star for the Cubs, and he came over to the Yankees when was like your 5th best player.
Yeah, no, we enjoyed Starlin over there. He was a fun Yankee for a couple years.
I can't say you're too spoiled, though. I have the more recent World Series. You have
That is
more,
true.
but I have the more recent one.
Yeah.
What really matters?
Exactly.
The only team I root for that I've seen actually win anything. And all the teams I root for are historically good.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you just ignore the other, hundreds of Cubs years. But, hey, that 2016 team was a lot of fun.
It's a lot of crossover between the Cubs and Yankees. Obviously, Chapman that
Yeah.
year, Rizzo. We already mentioned Starlin Castro.
Gleyber Torres, kind of.
Here's the 2-0 home. This is the zone for a 3-0 count. Now Feeser behind in the count here with a runner on. Mowed down the first 2 hitters he faced, but now in a bit of trouble. Still with 2 outs, just needs to figure things out here. The 3-0. Outside for a ball. That'll walk Riley, and that puts 2 runners on for Feeser. And this is kind of what we saw from Lindau in the first inning. I know he got the 4th batter out, but mows down the first 2 batters in pretty quick succession, put a runner on, and now you're a little worried, but still just 2 outs, or with 2 outs, just 1 out needed to get out of it.
Yeah, and Feeser throwing a couple balls here. You know, it's one of those where I think maybe I do think how do I say this carefully? Because I don't think it's a bad zone. I think it's very much a tight zone, very hitter-friendly zone right now on both sides. So it's kind of a little tougher to find the zone here. Feeser's obviously trying to figure that out, but Yeah, it just kind of depends, but so far a very hitter-friendly zone.
You know, Drew Lawrence has said in one of our post games this year, I don't believe it was this umpire specifically, but he said that they prefer a tighter zone, and they sometimes will, they're in charge of hiring the umpires. If the umpire has a tighter zone, they like that. So
another thing I've noticed when Feaser's missing so far, Brayden, he's missing high up, all right? So got to find a way to bring that down if he can potentially here. Get some strikes.
Maybe letting the pitch go too early in his motion, as this one is popped up the elevator shaft, potentially playable. Hunoff can't find it behind the plate. Now he does, and he gloves it for the out. Good play there. A good recovery from Caden Hunoff.
And
two runners get stranded.
Gets dapped up from his lead man there, Easton Feaser, after that play.
Yeah, pitcher is very happy with his catcher for making that one and getting out of the inning with no damage done. 0-0 your score as we head to the top of inning number 2. This inning break courtesy of Avera. Visit Avera.org today. We're back in 60 seconds with Yankton at the plate.
Need custom clothing for your team, fundraiser, business, or event? Let JJ Benji's make it easy. Forget about taking orders, collecting money, and handing out shirts yourself. JJ Benji's handles everything for you. They create a custom online store with the merchandise you want to offer. Items are ordered and paid for online, and JJ Benji's ships the items directly to them. All you have to do is share the link or QR code. That's it. Contact JJ Benji's in Yankton to learn more about it.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. As we go live for the top of inning number 2. Jackson Kudera to lead things off after your Avera inning break. The lefty Declan Lindau on the bump again for Seward.
And Jackson Cooter at the plate, Brayden. He had a nice piece of hitting last night in a big moment. It was, if you're in Watertown, was on the brink there of maybe taking last night's game, and Cooter came up and slapped one out to right field that led to the game-tying score and make it 1 apiece in that 5th inning. So he kind of swings one in the dirt there.
1-2 count now, and I might have to back that mic up again, as now that it's
now
closer to the window, the wind's picking up, but it is a 1-2 here to Kudera. We'll fix that between innings here. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed for Jackson Kudera for out number 1. Kudera sat down. That's going to bring Tate Bestie to the plate, the center fielder today for Yankton.
And, of course, last night's hero had that hit in the 7th inning. You should have seen it. It was a lot of fun. 5 infielders in for Watertown last night, obviously, with one out and the bases loaded, trying to get a ground ball and beat out the throw at home or something like that, but just weren't able to do it. Bessie sneaked it down the third base line for a hit and got Yankton the win last night and another win up in the Class A standings.
Bestie finds himself ahead in the count here. 2-0 on Lindau. 21 pitches so far for the left-handed hurler. There's the first strike of this at-bat, makes it 2-1 to Bestie. Declan Lindau. Declan with a K.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's a lot of names that usually you see a C, but then someone uses a K instead. And that's the case. And pitching a heck of a game right now. Maybe the K stands for strikeout. I don't know.
They knew he was going to be a good pitcher. I was like that. Switch it up a little bit. Take some liberties with the names. As that one misses the zone. Full count now to Tate Bestie.
By the way, welcome in, Seward friends. If you're out here listening today, glad you could join us.
Strike 3 on the inner part of the plate. Bestie thought that was a walk, but only steps he's taking her back to the dugout after Declan with a K hangs the K on the Yankton center fielder.
Yeah, and able to catch that inside part of the zone there for a strikeout. And once again, Lindau kind of just moving along here with another punch out.
Allen misses outside for a ball here to Carter Boomsma, who's had a very good Lewis and Clark Classic himself, hitting .500 over his 4 pool play games. Here's the 1-0 home. Fouled off. 1-1 count now to Boomsma. And What are we thinking, Josh? Should I drink the red one or the blue one?
Blue.
Red pill or blue pill?
Blue.
It's just 2 Powerades. For
See,
people wondering at home.
you don't want my takes on Powerade and Gatorade and whatnot. I have. It's very interesting.
We have thoughts on this.
Yeah, like, okay, so here's how I look at it. If I'm eating food, it's either red or orange. Like if
warm colors.
Yeah, but if if I'm sitting here just calling a game with you, for example, then yeah, I might go a blue or a yellow or something like that. Never purple though for me.
Never purple. It's another punch out for Declan Lindau on the mound. Back-to-back Ks go 1-2-3 through the Yankton lineup. 0-0 your score as we head to the bottom of inning number 2. This inning break courtesy of Avera. It will be Seward at the plate when we come back in 60 seconds.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
Did you ever hear that termites only swarm to feed and mate during the springtime? Well, that's just a myth. Here's the fact. While they do swarm to mate in the spring, termites eat wood 24/7 year-round. In fact, termites cause an average of $5 billion in property damage every year, and that's no myth. A pest professional is your best defense against the devastation rodents, termites, roaches, and ants can cause to your home and family.
Olson Pest Technicians, 1-800-KIL-BUGS.
Easton Feeser on the mound for his second inning of work. Let a couple runners get on last half inning, but none of them came home. First pitch misses outside for a ball here, and this is the second pitcher duel of the day as it's Declan Lindau at the plate. And we saw this yesterday. I believe it was a pitcher for Blair, Josh, as the 1-0 on its way home. In there for a strike, 1-1 count. But Lindau throws left, bats right. I can't remember the name of the pitcher yesterday. I think it was Hans Sorensen for Blair. Threw right and batted left.
Yeah, like you said, you got the same thing for Yankton here. Throwing right, batting left.
Feeser does throw right and bat left. You're correct.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, I usually have one a game.
Stop clocks right twice a day, Josh. So we got about 12 hours till the next time. No, I'm kidding.
Hopefully I hit one during, if Yankton makes it, hopefully I hit one during the championship game. High stakes. I know our Sioux Falls West friends will be tuning for that one, so hopefully they'll hear me get one right as Feeser's going to walk Lindau on 5 pitches there.
Yeah, the 3-1 pitch can't find the spot. So runner on first with nobody out to bring up Dyer. Do have an update from the NSC All-American Cup, the Yankton United girls soccer program competing in that. First pitch in there for a strike from Feeser. But in the U18 team, they're competing in the U19 division, but they won their semifinal game 4-0. Eden Wolfgram scored a goal. She was assisted by Jocelyn Elwood. Jocelyn Elwood then returned the favor. She scored assisted by Eden Wolfgram. And Aviana Seiler scored 2 goals, one on the assist from Eden Wolfgram, one on the assist from Remy Winslow. So,
yeah, go Yankton soccer.
Yankton United, I assume 4-0 in the semifinals. Moving on to a championship game there as the runner takes off for second, unimpeded, as Lindau now in scoring position. Quick 0-2 count here to Dyer.
Yeah, and Feeser, who had thrown over previously there, I think was just so locked in on throwing the pitch, he didn't even realize that the runner took off there, and all of a sudden in scoring position just like that with no outs.
Feeser comes set for the 0-2. That one left touch high, maybe inside as well for a 1-2 count now. And do want to give a thank you to Ayanna Becker. I know she plays soccer for Yankton, but she's also kind of acting as our reporter on this soccer competitions up there right now in Blaine, Minnesota. Massive competitions. So big thank you to her.
Yeah, doing a great job and obviously a great athlete as well.
It's a 2-2 count now from Easton Feeser. Got ahead in the count 0-2, but Dyer's been able to work the count back. 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, though, for strike 3. Feeser gets a punch out for the first out of inning number 2 for Seward. And now, here in the bottom of the second, that's going to bring Wiesen to the plate.
Yeah, and good strikeout stuff from Feeser so far. He's got a pair of them. The only spot, Brayden, he's really kind of had some troubles with the walks so far, giving up 3 of those, but no hits and a pair of strikeouts for a pitching debut. I think he'll take that early on here.
1-0 count if the first pitch misses for a ball. And I got to give to go back to Yankee United soccer for a moment after this pitch as Feeser's coming set on the mound. The 1-0 home. In there for a strike, 1-1 your count now, but Anna's doing a great job out there. We're also getting quotes from Tyler Schering, the head coach of the program out there, about how his team's doing. Said they moved the ball really well in the semifinals. Defense shut down the few counterattacks that were allowed at all. So really clean games so far for Yankton United. Good luck to them in the finals game up in Blaine, Minnesota, as that one is chopped foul down the first baseline for a 1-2 count.
I miss Tyler. I haven't talked to him in a while. I need to say hi. Hi, Tyler. No chance he's listening, but hi, Tyler.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Never know. I assume their championship game wouldn't be back-to-back. I think that kickoff was about 10 a.m. this morning for that semifinal game. Somewhere around there is the 1-2 high and tight to Wiesen for ball 2.
Once again, Feeser in a bit of a jam here, but working well. Just got a punch out and looking for another one perhaps here, and gets it in the dirt on Wiesen.
And Hunoff throws down to third base to get the man at third, and they got him. Heads-up play for Caden Hunoff. That goes down as a strikeout, but then also an out at third. Well, the runner's still standing at third. I thought they ruled him out. Am I wrong?
They did.
Okay, the umpire says, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're out.
Okay, I caught me off guard. So a strikeout, but Wiesen's safe at first, and then the throw out at third. Only one out on the play. Just interesting turn of events there for Yankton, but heads-up play from the catcher, Caden Hunoff, to get that guy trying to sneak to third, and Lindau. He is taken off the base paths, and now the lead runner stands at first base.
Yeah, and a play so nice from Hunoff, it had me doing my best Tom Brady in the booth, where I just yell wow or oh every time a cool play happens.
Oh, wow. That's more Gus Johnson, but.
Oh, wow.
You got barbecue over there?
And you didn't invite me. Hurt my feelings.
The 1-0 swung on and missed by Leibhardt there, playing right field today for Seward. And, one of the first play calls that I could put to memory was the Denver Broncos preseason game where Brandon Stokely caught the tip pass down the sideline. Here's the 1-1. In there for a strike, the 1-2 count. That's my only positive memory of the Broncos. Usually I don't like them. Shout out Tel Tanner.
Does that, I was going to say, if that makes you, to Gus, does that make me your quarterback, Joe Klatt?
Quarterback.
I'm sorry. You can tell I'm a big fan of modern-day announcers.
The 1-2 sent into right center field for a base knock. Wiesen taking the turn at second, heading to third. Relay in time at third. And Wiesen is out, trying to stretch it to 3. Good relay there from Yankton from right center field. Reichen cut it off at short, and they got it in time. No runs come across, and technically a run gets stranded on base. Nothing else for Seward. Still 0-0 as we head to the top of the third. Yankton back at the plate when we come back in 60 seconds. This is Post-12 Legion Baseball in the Lewis and Clark Classic.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury,
check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Declan Lindau back on the mound for his third inning of work for Seward post 33. Yankton and Seward been doing battle for a long time, but traditionally in the NAIA when Mount Marty and Concordia face off with each other. So there's your Yankton-Seward connection as the first pitch of the at-bat to Simon Kampshoff is in there for a strike, and Josh, we talked about it in the pregame. This has been the hottest bat, I believe, in the entire Lewis and Clark Classic, hitting 750 with 4 RBIs. This is Simon Kamshoff.
Yeah, and hitting for power, too. A couple doubles in there and been playing really well and looking to continue that here. But down early, 0-2 in the count. Hasn't phased him so far this tournament. Has had a couple counts where he's been down and still battled back, but it won't be right here as he gets swinging at a high fastball.
A rarity so far in this tournament, but Simon Kamshoff is retired on a 3-pitch punch-out. And that brings Brennan Gilmore to the plate. Gilmore is the 9 hitter in the lineup, so we'll roll things over to Beck Reichen after this at-bat. As the hiccup monster gets me again. It's 1-0.
Another guy who's been having a good tournament too, Brayden. Brendan Gilmore here. He's had some timely hits, a nice sac fly earlier as well, and doing good on the base pass as well as he hits one high in the sky.
It gets pretty good contact on it, but it is gloved out in center field. There was a run between the last game, night 1, and the first game, day 2, Josh, where he had about 5 straight at-bats without being retired, helped drive in a couple runs, had some sac fly as well. So I guess technically retired on that one, but didn't go down as an official at-bat. So he's played very well, but unfortunately there, out number 2 for post 12. Yeah, as Reichen takes ball 1 there, the top of the order back up for Yankton.
We'll see if they can get something going. Reichen last night went 0 for 3 with 2-out opportunities, and obviously looking to change that here as he gets a 2-0 count. So good at drawing walks, and we talked about it already. Led the high school season walks on the team of 26 as he's going to ground this one on a high chop to back to the mound.
And Lindau up with it in time, over to first. 1-2-3 goes post 12. There's only been 1 hit between the two teams so far as we head to the bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 your score. We're back in 1 minute after this inning break, courtesy of Avera.
At H&H Roofing, we don't just fix roofs, we protect families. We're family-owned, locally operated, and dedicated to keeping our community safe and dry. Every nail, every shingle, every handshake, it all matters to us. From repairs to full roof replacements, we treat every home like it's our own. Because when your home is secure, we feel secure. For honest work and dependable results, trust the local team that cares. Call H&H Roofing in Yankton today. We've got you covered.
The Sherco exclusive SureLink wireless remote system features the most advanced industrial Bluetooth technology and best-in-class express operation. Operate any Sherco electric product with the SureLink Pro and EZR remotes, or with your smartphone using the SureLink app. To learn more, contact your authorized Sherco distributor or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Coming back live here in the bottom of the 3rd. Made myself laugh right before coming back, so I apologize there. But we're okay. So I believe it's back to the top of the order here for Seward as well.
And Hibbert back up here, struck out in the top or in the bottom of the 1st. And Feeser, no runs so far. Like I said, the only trouble spot for him has been the walks, 3 of them so far, but also those 3 strikeouts. Most importantly, 0 runs so far as well.
It is Hibbert, Happ, and Berner due up this half inning. Riley waits in the wings. Just doing so good over here. Game 5 is where the wheels fall off. We have found it.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Yankton finds a way here, we are in trouble for Game 6 now.
That's you, buddy. You're taking over in Game 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Here's the 1-2 from Feeser after he got a strike past Hibbert there on his last one.
And I think the count's off on the scoreboard. I think it is 2-2. Doesn't matter either way as that one's popped up and looks like it's going to find the glove of Tate Bestie and does.
Yeah, Bestie has just to walk a couple feet forward out in center field for out number 1. Hibbert retired for the 2nd time today, and that's going to bring Happ to the plate.
Yes, it was. Okay, not that it matters. It was 2-2. I'm going to go with if Drew Lawrence on Game Changer says it's 2-2, or whoever's running it, I'm trusting Game Changer. Looks like it's Ryan Turner.
I believe it's Ryan Turner down there.
Who pitched a good game at the start of this tournament as well in that SMFC game and kept Yankton in it before the walk-off there.
Here's the 1-0 home from Easton Feaser outside for a ball. Turner did not end up factoring into the decision in that game, as the game was tied after his day was done on the mound, where SMFC tied it up after he was done on the mound. Here's a shot back up the middle, up with it in time as Kudera over to Goki at first. 2 up, 2 down for Seward here in the bottom of the third. And I know sometimes, obviously, to help with costs and travel and everything for Legion teams, that Legion teams take on sponsorships. So just when I see on Game Changer, Seward's full name on Game Changer, they're the Nebraska Door and Window Senior Legion Seward Post 33. But it always trips me up for a second when I first read that, because I want to just say Seward. I just look at Nebraska Door. No, just they're Seward.
I'm almost demanding you to put that on our scoreboard right now.
No. That'd be very scrunched, as that one misses low and away for a ball. 2-0 count now from Easton Feaser. And do appreciate the companies who help sponsor these teams with travel expenses and everything, let these kids play baseball. It does obviously mean a lot for these guys to go out and travel and enjoy the game over the summer months. Here's the 2-0 home from Feaser. Outside for a ball to Burner. It's a quick 3-0 hole. And Burner reached on a walk in his first at-bat, Josh, and Feaser's in danger of putting him on again. It's a 4-pitch walk to Burner. That's going to bring Riley to the plate, who also walked back in the first inning.
And once again, this has been the lone trouble spot for Feaser so far, right? 3 strikeouts, only giving up 1 hit, but those 4 walks have kind of ramped up that pitch count a bit. Still not in a bad spot by any means. That was his 49th here as he's through 2 2/3. Not anything he can't handle, but it's that one he gets in for a breaking ball to start the count.
It's 4 straight balls before that strike for Feaser. It's a 4-pitch walk to the last man to the plate. Here's Riley now, 0-1. 0 for 0 on the day with that walk he drew in the first inning. Feaser comes set for the 0-1 home. Runner takes off for second. Hunoff with the throw down. Not going to get there in time. Good jump on that one for Burner. Showing the Burners a little bit to move from first to second.
Absolutely. And now all of a sudden, if you're able to put it together, a hit here probably scores the run. See what happens. Is now 2 strikes here with 2 outs in the bottom or at the top of the third.
The 0-2 chopper left side of the infield. Kamshoff up with it. Got to make the play across the diamond in time. That runner gets stranded in scoring position. Second time today, Burner's been stranded in scoring position at second base. 0-0 your score as we head to the top of inning number 4. Yankton back to the plate when we come back in 60 seconds after this inning break, courtesy of Avera.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm agent Rhonda Westland is right here in Yankton to help you select the right protection at the right price. Rhonda will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's easy to fall into the weekend warrior routine. A long hike, a hard gym session, a pickup game, or a full day of yard work can feel productive until your body reminds you it hasn't been building up to that load. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Injuries often happen when the demand suddenly outpaces what your joints and muscles are prepared for. Want to stay active without the setbacks? Visit First Chiropractic Centers today with offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner, inspiring and empowering others to healthier living.
Welcome back here for the top of inning number 4. Declan Lindau on the mound for his 4th inning of work for Seward Post 33.
And working a good game. 4 strikeouts here, only 1 walk, no hits for Post 12 through 3 innings. Obviously, Sam Goki looking to change that here.
This is the bat you want to start things up. This is the part of the order you want. Goki Feaser back-to-back has been a dangerous 1-2 combo dating back to the end of March for Yankton baseball, and Goki has worked the count into his favor so far. 2-0 from Lindau. Here's the 2-0 home. In there for a strike, make it a 2-1.
Catches the inside part of the zone there. Obviously a nice pitch for Lindau there. Don't want to get down 3-0 on Goki. Now evens up there on a high fastball that Goki just barely nicked with the bat.
I want to take a look at something with you, Josh, after this 2-2 pitch. Here's the 2-2 home from Lindau. Goki pops it up, playable in right field, and Leibhart gets underneath of it for out number 1. East of Feeser coming to the plate, but is that another umpire out behind the left field fence just sitting there on a stool?
If only we had a camera where we could zoom in and see, but yes, I believe so.
There's a fourth umpire. I assume that's just to rotate in for the championship game, or maybe they'll run 4 umpires for the championship game. Who knows? But
yeah, and that's one of those. I think we only had 2 yesterday.
Yep.
So
Only had 2 through pool play, and obviously you had to hire quite a bit of umpires to manufacture 4 pools in 4 different places for 5 games each day, 40 total games of baseball between pool play. Jeez Louise, you had to have a lot of umps.
So much so they even dragged John Thayer out there yesterday. He was telling me he was a fill-in.
Here's the 1-1 home. Feeser swings at it. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And I'll say umpire's done a great job so far this weekend. I know it's sometimes easy just to hate on the officials when the call doesn't go your team's way, but they have done very well. As that one misses low for a ball. 2-2 count to Feeser.
And Feeser did reach that lone base runner so far. Here as he's going to be sent back to the dugout on a strike 3 looking.
Yeah, the upper outside corner there for Lindau. He painted it well, and that's going to be 2 up, 2 down to bring up Liam Villanueva for Yankton Post 12. Lindau just under the 50 pitch mark. He has been very efficient through his first 3 2/3 innings of work.
Yeah, and taking a good Yankton lineup that's been hot this weekend and just kind of shutting things down so far. Yankton facing a really good pitcher on the mound here today.
Strike 1 there. They said Liam Villanueva went around. So an 0-1 count here from Lindau. That one low, make it a 1-1 count, as Villanueva was able to hold up on that one. Today's broadcast brought to you in part by FNBO and the Yankton Medical Clinic. 0-0 still on your SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab scoreboard as Villanueva swings through that one for a strike. 1-2 count now. SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, your go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. You think Jim Swatsky's watching?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. SWAT, if you're listening, please.
Shoot us a text. This one is in foul territory and lands near the Yankton dugout, but ends up actually bouncing over it and out of play.
And Villanueva stays live there. I can confirm Mayor Mike Villanueva was listening last night. Tell and I somehow got on the topic of the movie Wild Hogs last night. Talked almost a whole inning about that. We were trying to figure out the name of one of the actors, and Mike had actually texted us the name of the actor. It was kind of funny.
Well, thanks for tuning in, Mr. Mayor.
Funny enough, did not even plan it. I was talking to my folks after the game last night. Guess what movie Jeff Boelter was watching?
Wild Hogs.
Wild Hogs.
Liam Villanueva swings at that one. Couldn't get a piece of it for strike 3. 1-2-3 goes post 12 here in the top of inning number 4. Still 0-0. Still just one hit between the two teams, and it belongs to Seward. They'll try to add to that when we come back in 60 seconds. This inning break, courtesy of Avera, back in 1 minute from Riverside Field.
Clean, inspect, test, repeat. That sums up a Comfort Care Club membership at Larry's Heating and Cooling. In the spring and fall, Larry's will come to your home to clean, inspect, and test your heating or cooling system. And also as a member of Larry's Comfort Care Club, you get discounts on parts and labor, priority service scheduling, and no overtime charges. Clean, inspect, and test. Repeat. The Comfort Care Club from Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, they believe you should understand your dental health, not just receive it. They'll show you your x-rays and photos, explain the why behind any treatment, and make sure you feel confident about your care. And if you have dental insurance, it's a good time to use it. New patient exams and x-rays are often covered at 100%. Learn more at elwoodfamilydentalcare.com, where they take care of the entire family.
We're back for the bottom of inning number 4. It's the 4th inning of work for Easton Feeser on the mound for Yankton Post 12, as my weather app says we might have some more rain starting soon, and there are dark clouds overhead. So we'll see. Hopefully nothing too heavy, and we can just keep playing through it. First pitch of the at-bat misses wide to the left for Feeser. 1-0 count.
Yeah, and a nice little pitcher's duel here so far. Feeser in his debut getting some strikeouts, only giving up 1 hit so far, and once again, nothing on the scoreboard for Seward either. And, of course, Lindau on the other side, been dominant, only giving up 1 walk, no hits, and a bunch of strikeouts with that as well.
We were talking about who would be available before we went live here, as it's a 2-0 count from Fieser. Boston Frick and Beck Reichen have both pitched few enough pitches where they can throw again today, but you think Yankton also wants to keep those arms potentially for the championship if you make it. I know you also got some PowerPoint costing games on Tuesday that you've got coming up, so this is definitely this is the juggling act that coaches love to hate, but 4-pitch walk here for Hammond puts him on first base to lead things off for Seward post 33. It looks like Declan Lindau, the pitcher, coming to the plate now to take on Fieser.
Yeah, and another walk here for Fieser. Once again, no hits, but putting some guys in the base pass, but overall done a good job of getting out of some of these innings. Obviously, is nothing up yet for Seward.
Haven't mentioned the wind today or really much of the weather outside of the rain that's been projected and off and on happening as the first pitch in there for a strike. Wind is blowing in off the river from left center field, basically straight back to home plate. So it's a tough ballpark to hit things out in on a perfect condition day, Josh. So I don't think we're going to get any big flies here late. As Lindau lays down a bunt, up with it in time. Is Fieser over to first. Gets him at first. Delayed call there from the first base umpire. Didn't want to speak too soon, but a 1-3 putout retires Lindau, but he does move the runner to second base, and another runner in scoring position for Seward. They've had that a couple times tonight, but haven't been able to put anybody across home.
Yeah, and how about Easton Fieser there? Obviously, the bunt does what it wants and achieves its goal of an advanced runner, but a nice job of still getting that runner out at first base on that throw.
Here's another chopper, right side of the infield. Up with it in time is Cooter. A great play at first from him. A diving effort off the bag from Sam Goki. He gloved it in time for the out. So back-to-back infield grounders have moved the runner from first to third, Josh. But 2 down now here.
And a tough play there. Cooter having to turn kind of at an awkward angle and throw that one. And, of course, Goki being able to reach out and grab that one as well.
That was Dyer, who was retired. And I think coaching staff for Seward just wants an explanation from the first base umpire just to make sure they're all on the same page.
Yeah, that looks like it here. Maybe had a different angle and doesn't agree with the call there, but as it stands, an out.
He's going to ask the first base umpire to confer with the home plate umpire as well. And home plate umpire's got a pretty good angle at it, too, down the first base line, so we'll see. And quick conversation, still out at first. You have the right to appeal that real quick, but umpires' decisions are final at the end of the day.
Wiesert back at the plate here, trying to drive in the first run of this ball game. Fieser, meanwhile, trying to get out of this inning.
First pitch swung on and missed there for Wiesen, the first baseman. 0-1 count here. Wiesen trying to bring in the first run of the game.
He did strike out in that first plate appearance, and obviously trying to change that here as he swings another breaking ball.
Yeah, flash it back to that first appearance for him. A strikeout like we mentioned, but still ended up on first base because it was a drop third strike. And as he was running to first, the runner takes off from second to third as the runner on third started to take off for home there. And I thought we were going to get a straight steal at home, but not how it works out. Foul ball from Wiesen, still an 0-2 count. But that's how Wiesen ended up on base despite the strikeout in his first at-bat.
And just kind of a protective swing on that one with 2 strikes.
Fieser fakes to third on the 0-2, and I think Wiesen was appealing for a balk call from the home plate, but that's not what they get. Here's the 0-2 home. Fieser leaves it outside for a ball. And Hunoff taking that extra second to watch the runner back to third base before throwing the ball back to his pitcher. And runner starts to take off again in the form of Hammond. Ball bounces away from Hunoff, but a good block behind the plate keeps Hammond close to the third base bag. 2-2 count now after that ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down in the inning. Lead runner on third would be the first run of the game for Seward as we're all tied up at 0. Two home, misses high. Now a full count to Wiesen. That was the 65th pitch by our count, I believe. Yeah, 65th pitch. If Wiesen's able to get on, it's Leibhart in the on-deck circle. Swung on and missed. Bouncing ball for the third strike.
I think they're going to call that a foul. I think he might have tipped it.
Okay. Didn't hear the bat, but Umpires are closer than we are. Maybe I pulled the mic too far back. Got to find the sweet spot where it doesn't pick up the wind, but we pick up the bat.
I was with you. It looked like it, but obviously umpire with a little bit better view than us and saw the tip.
3-2 home. Strike 3 looking. And Feeser, once again, for the third time today, strands a runner in scoring position. 0-0 your score. We head to the top of inning number 5 here on KYNT and KYN TV. We're back in 60 seconds from Riverside Field.
Does your insurance agent know you by name? Do you see them at the school pickup or around town? Home and auto insurance is more than just premiums and deductibles. It's about having someone who truly understands you and your family. We take the time to get to know your life, your needs, and what matters most, so you have the right coverage when it counts. Call me, Skylar Sherman with Missouri River Associates in Yankton today for insurance you can trust from someone who's truly local.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but not sure where to start? I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. With 20 years of experience and a passion for finding the perfect match, I'll work hard for you, answer all your questions along the way, and make it stress-free. Call me at 605-664-5555, and let's get moving.
Probably helps if I unmute the mics. Welcome back here after your inning break, courtesy of Avera. Talking about baseball movies during the break there, Josh, and specifically we were talking about Trouble with the Curve, and that movie had to be made in response to Moneyball. Just, Moneyball, very pro analytics, a more modern concept of baseball, and Trouble with the Curve, basically saying analytics don't mean nothing. You have to hear it.
I love Moneyball though, because that one just kind of ignores that the A's at that time had like an all-star rotation and like an MVP on the left side of the field.
Miguel Tejada, barely mentioned at all.
Was he even mentioned in the movie?
They don't mention their MVP shortstop, but they got Scott Hatteberg at first.
Hey, he went on to literally save the galaxy, okay? Several times. At least 3 times.
Now we're just crossing too many movie franchises.
I shouldn't even say save. I guess it's guard it. He guarded it, technically.
For those who aren't aware, Chris Pratt, who played Hatteberg in Moneyball, also Guardians of the Galaxy. The Guardian of the Galaxy. Pop up in the infield, actually drifting into foul territory, but it will be gloved at third by Riley for out number 1. That was Jackson Kudera leading things off. He is retired to bring up Tate Bestie.
Yeah, another out here for Lindau as he's just kind of mowing Yankton batters down. Only let one runner reach so far. That was on a walk to Feeser in this one.
He's been very efficient with it as well. 57 pitches so far in this one as Bestie takes a ball there, 1-0.
You mentioned that rain possibly incoming, Brayden. The clouds here at Riverside Field have gotten really, really dark.
That has not stopped the fishing boats, and I can see the rain hitting the water. So it is raining over the Missouri River right now as this one's sent out to center field, and one center fielder will fly out to another as Hibbert brings that one in for out number 2. You can see it further down the Missouri River, more to our east right now, where there's definitely some rain hitting the water. We'll see if it pushes this way as the wind picking up as well. Swung on and missed there for strike 1 from Boomsma. It is an 0-1 count. 0-1 home. Chopper 2 hops back to the shortstop. Boomsma's going to try to beat it out. Throw to first, though, is in time for out number 3. It's been a common thing for the 4 post 12 so far at the plate, Josh. 1, 2, 3. Lindau sets him down. We go to another inning break here, courtesy of Avera. We're back with the bottom of inning number 5 in 60 seconds here on KYNT, KYN TV.
If it's time to review the look of the signage of your business, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including exterior and interior signage, fleet wraps, digital signs, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site, fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayor Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
Right now, Moody Motors in Ibera has 6 expeditions on hand. ranging from brand new to a 2012 priced at only $13,900. Other SUVs on hand include a 2014 GMC Denali, a 2014 Buick Enclave, and a 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with the third seat. The right vehicle at the right price is what you'll find right here at Moody Motors in Nyborough. You're in the mood for Moody.
I have unfortunate news from the Lewis and Clark Classic, ladies and gentlemen. We might be going to a rain delay. That sheet of rain that I mentioned that was moving to our east a little bit, it's here. It is starting to come down pretty heavily here on KYNT and KYN TV to the point where I'm going to back our crowd mic up even more. I might just move the crowd mic entirely here for a moment, but try to keep that out of the rain. The pitcher-catcher camera as well is far enough back where it's not an issue right now, but it is definitely starting to rain here at Riverside Field. Well, I don't see any lightning in the area right now, so that is a good thing. So we're just going to try to let this cell pass. If we can check the radar real quick and get you a time. This game was moving along pretty well through now to the bottom of inning number 5. We haven't even been playing baseball for a full hour.
Wow. They knew we were making good pace and said, okay, slow up. Here we go. But bet you're glad you brought that outfield cam in today a little bit as it stands.
So if you believe the radar, it looks like this cell is going to move away about 210. Good news. Bad news, there's another one right behind it that's going to get here about 2:30. And that goes away about 3. And then at about 3:40, there's a third one. So, unfortunately, we'll see what happens. We'll stay with it here on KYNT and KYN TV as long as we can and see if we can get an official ruling on anything. We're going to take a break. It'll be 4 minutes. I'm going to ask some questions here. We might go into a rain delay where we, go back to regular programming on KYNT for a little bit, depending on how long this is. So we're going to take a break for 4 minutes. I'm going to ask some questions, and we'll have some answers for you when we come back. We're currently waiting out some rain here at Riverside Field. Back in 4 minutes, hopefully with some answers on KYNT.
It's sandal season at Boston Shoes to Boots, and we are fully loaded on new inventory and classic favorites. From popular brands like Birkenstock, Chaco, Keen, Atrex, Dansko, Sorel, and so much more. Find the perfect fit and step into something new this season. Boston Shoes to Boots, open 6 days a week, located in the heart of downtown on Cedar Street. See you soon, shoe lovers.
Summer starts here in Yankton. It's the place where weekends turn into lake days, campfires, tournaments, live music, and unforgettable memories. Every summer, visitors help fuel our local economy, supporting restaurants, shops, hotels, events, and over 1,400 local jobs right here in Yankton County. There's something for everyone to explore. This summer, discover why Yankton is more than a destination. Find out all Yankton has to offer online at visityanktonsd.com.
Car troubles never happen at a convenient time. Whether you find yourself with a flat tire, dead battery, breakdown, or in an accident, call Gary's Towing. They've been helping drivers in the Yankton area for over 50 years with light, medium, and heavy towing. Family owned and operated Gary's Towing is the name you can count on, day or night. Call Gary, Mike, or Mason at 605-665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
Water isn't supposed to be in floors or in ceilings, but leaks and accidents happen.
If that happens, you should call FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration.
They clean it up and restore your home. From burst pipes to unexpected leaks, FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration responds fast. 24/7 proudly serving Yankton, Mitchell, Norfolk, Sioux Falls, and beyond. If your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech.
I'm Chris, the plant accountant here with Parker of Yankton. So let's do some math. 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year, that's 2,080 hours. With our night shift pay differential of $2.35 an hour, that comes out to over $400 extra in your pocket every month. Nearly $5,000 extra dollars a year, just for working the same job on a different shift. Same work, same team, just more in your paycheck. Join us and let the math work in your favor. Learn more at parker.com/careers.
Parker, engineering your success.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from Core Trust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit coretrustbank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Introducing the all-new Glow Vitality Bar at Glow Aesthetics Med Spa. Quick, effective in-office injections and IV therapies designed to support energy, immunity, recovery, and overall wellness in minutes. From NAD+ and glutathione for cellular support and glow, to B-complex boosts, hydration drips, and fast-acting nausea or pain relief. We make feeling better simple and convenient. Need a quick energy reset? Recovering from travel or a long week? It's time to glow. Glow Vitality Bar at Glow Aesthetics Med Spa.
There's a moment in every real estate deal that matters more than the contract. It usually happens at a kitchen table. Maybe it's a young couple realizing they can actually afford their first home. Maybe it's a family deciding it is time to build something new. At the Move Group, that's the moment we work for. Not the commission, not the closing. The moment a person looks up and says, "We can do this." That's the Move Group. So move with Mason and the Move Group.
Move with Mason.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We can officially call this a rain delay, Josh, as it was reported, I think within 5 miles there was a report of lightning, so they had to delay things a little bit. Our hope is to get back going at 2, so that's another 10 minutes, so it's pretty close. But if you're watching on KYN-TV, you can see not really stopping Seward from having a good time over there. They're hanging out outside the dugout right now, tossing a ball around. I don't know if they're playing some sort of game, so it looks like they have 2 balls in the circle, and they're just kind of throwing them at each other, and if somebody drops it, they're out of the game. So one way to pass the time during a rain delay here for the team from Seward.
What am I doing up here? I can go play. No, I'm kidding.
I'm surprised there hasn't been a hacky sack yet.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so rain delay here. I think our first rain delay of the baseball season, by the way.
It is,
Brayden.
and hopefully our last.
Yeah.
Rain delays are always tough to deal with, but, they are par for the course. It's what happens when you play baseball over the summer months in the Midwest. And, despite the rain delay and despite the report of lightning within 5 miles, I do see someone just now putting their boat into the Missouri River. Fishermen do not care. They will get out there and they will fish if they want to. But 0-0 your score. We're heading into the bottom of inning number 5 when it comes time where we're back to live action, Josh. And this really has been a pitcher's duel. Only one hit between the two teams. It belongs to Seward. There have been a couple base runners who have gotten on via the free pass as Easton Fieser has walked a few batters. But outside of that, both these pitchers are really keeping things clean out there, and obviously both hanging zeros through 4.5 innings.
Yeah, dominance so far from both pitchers. I mean, not much going on. Like you said, we were making really good time before that rain delay where things were just kind of flying by under an hour, and we're through, 4.5 innings here. The umpires are coming back out here, so maybe we'll get ready in a few minutes, but as we're kind of waiting here to see what will happen here as this rain, hopefully, at least looking outside right now, it looks like it's already starting to die down a little bit, looking out on the right side of the press box here, so we'll keep an eye on things and hopefully get back going again by 2 o'clock.
I'm just trying to figure out who's going to win this game they got going on for Seward over here. Down to a couple guys left. We'll see here momentarily, but this has been a fun game so far, a quick game, obviously. If you are a fan of the long ball and home runs, you're not happy, but as a guy who loves a good pitcher's duel every now and then and seeing how teams, because it makes everything matter a little bit more. Every hit's going to matter. Every base runner feels like it can do some damage. And that makes these games a lot of fun to call and broadcast. As you mentioned it already, Josh, but the umpires do look like they're coming back out on the field. If it's just rain, I think we're willing to play through it for the rest of the time. But with that lightning report within 5 miles, that is what caused the delay and the issue here on KYNT. So we're going to take one more break, I think. Never mind. They might be coming out of the dugout. It looks like the umpire is signaling that they got to go back to the dugout for Seward.
Yeah, and I was wondering if that was a thing that was going to be.
Well, Yankton's also out of their dugout now, so I don't know, but we'll see. The umpires are on the field. I don't want to send it to break and then immediately have to come back because they're going to send guys out there. It looks like they're going to send guys out momentarily for the bottom of the fifth. So we'll treat it as another inning break, basically, Josh. Just inning break courtesy of Avera. We're going to take 1 minute and come back. Check that, just 30 seconds, but we'll treat it as an inning break back in 30 seconds from Riverside Field.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV, and completely forgot because I moved our microphone and I adjusted our camera during that break. I have to fix all that. So
Yeah.
I guess it's my way of saying, Josh, if you could kindly take over for a moment if they start going back live, as Easton Feeser starting to warm back up here for the bottom of the fifth inning.
Yeah, starting to warm up and hasn't given up any runs so far, only one hit, and getting some good strikeout stuff as well. I think 4 strikeouts on the afternoon for Easton Feeser. In his pitching debut, throwing well here. Like I said, the only thing that's really been a problem for him is the walks. He's issued 5 here as we get ready to start the bottom of the fifth, and we are going to resume play here from Riverside Field in a 0-0 ball game. And once again, winner moves on to the championship game against Sioux Falls West immediately following this one. So a lot on the line here between Seward and Yankton. Still the bottom of the fifth. First pitch is a ball. At the plate is Leibhart. He's going to take a ball. Once again, they're kind of a similar spot outside. Both these teams trying to get back into rhythm here. Had a quick 10 or so minute rain delay.
And even with a 10-minute rain delay, Josh, we are just at an hour since first pitch in the bottom of the fifth inning with a 10-minute rain delay.
Yeah, and Feeser here struggling with his command a little bit as we get back into the action. 3 straight balls, all in similar spots in that outside part of the zone there.
Ignore the masking tape.
And that's a 4-pitch walk as we resume play here. Feeser's 6th walk since this game started.
All right, everything's back in place the way it needs to be. Thank you for bearing with us through that rain delay and through me moving all of the equipment around and having to reset it. And thank you, Josh, for covering that first at-bat while I was fixing what I broke. Well, not broke, but what I messed up. 1-0 count here from Feeser now to Hibbert, back to the top of the order for Seward. If radar is to be believed, Josh, it looks like it's going to rain off and on basically the rest of the afternoon. Hopefully nothing heavy where it causes a delay like we saw, but 73rd pitch of the game for Easton Feeser misses for a ball. It's a 2-0 count now to Hibbert. It's a 2-0 home. Runner takes off for second. Hunoff with the throw down. Off the bag is Cooter, and the ball gets away. Runner starts to go, but he'll hustle back. That's a Leibhart now at second base. Runner in scoring position with a 3-0 count.
Yeah, and Feeser's got to find a way to find the zone here. Brayden, 7 straight balls since we've resumed play. Struggling to find it here.
Feeser set for the 3-0 home. He'll rock and fire, leaves it high. 2 runners on now for Seward, and that rain delay might have affected Easton Feeser. There is somebody warming up in the bullpen for Yankton. I believe that's Boston Frick.
So I think you're right. It's hard to tell from here, but yeah, that is Boston Frick, yes. Out there in the pen.
Having the window open for the in-booth pitcher-catcher camera as the first pitch misses inside for a ball from Easton Feeser, 1-0 count, means that the window being open means it's harder to see because there is like some shading mesh on the window that is open, so that is now in the way. I can't see down the first baseline as well as I used to.
And on my side, the window's still really wet, so that kind of clear.
We need a window squeegee.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a mound visit here. This break in the action courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be the wiser. Go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. No signal to the bullpen, so I don't know if they're going to take the ball from Easton Feeser, but definitely struggling here.
Yeah, 10 straight balls since we've come back to play here. Obviously struggling to find the zone, and he pitched well to this point, but the walk's getting him in a little bit of trouble here.
We've seen head coach Drew Lawrence be able to come out and almost have a calming presence on the mound during these visits and really help his guys settle back in, and that's what Feeser needs right now. 2 balls, no strikes in this count, 2 runners on, nobody out. Mentioned it. 10 straight balls. Actually, that wasn't Drew Lawrence. I think that was Trey Greer out there. They both wearing the hats. They both grow the beards out in the summer. They wear the same, fit out there, but I think that was Coach Greer, actually.
See, they do have a resemblance to each other, so sometimes it's a little hard to tell, but yeah, I think that was Coach Greer, and now
it's head coach Drew Lawrence.
I think they're signaling that's going to do it for Feeser here. Maybe just buying him a couple extra seconds, Boston Frick, to get ready to go.
That seems to be that's what they were doing is they're going to bring Boston Frick in, and we're going to get a pitching change here. We're going to go to break during this pitching change. We'll come back in 90 seconds and talk about Boston Frick as Easton Feeser's day is done on the mound. Back in 90 seconds from Riverside Field.
At Vision Care Associates, we're always improving our technology for the health of your eyes. With Optomap dilation-free exams, you get a comprehensive view of your retina without the need for dilation eye drops. It's quick, easy, and best of all, it keeps your day interruption-free. Optomap captures a detailed image of your eye, helping to detect any problems. No blurriness, no discomfort, just clear, precise results. Book your Optomap exam now.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
FM 1021 and AM 1450. KYNT, Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYNTV. And I won't mention how I know this, Josh, but I've just learned that there's a new trailer out for a new Halo game.
I didn't know there was a new Halo game in general. So how about that?
There we go. You learn something new every day.
Is that Xbox exclusive?
I think they're still Xbox exclusive, yeah. They can also get them on PC. I know you don't have one of those.
I have neither of those, so...
Well, we'll see. Forza's not Xbox exclusive anymore, and neither is MLB The Show, so maybe the console wars are dead. Who knows?
I was going to say, there's no we'll see. I'm not getting an Xbox or a PC, unless someone graciously wants to
Unless someone donates a PC.
Please do.
With the way, RAM and storage prices are going, yeah, you got a better chance of being given a contract into the major leagues than getting someone to gift you a PC right now.
Look, I know prices are high, but what's more important than making me happy? Out there, people listening at home.
Saving money, living better.
Yeah, but imagine how much happier you'll be knowing I'm happy. How about that?
I've been informed, probably by the same person, I won't name names, who informed us that the Halo exists, the Halo trailer exists anyway. It's a remaster of the first Halo with additional missions and new other stuff. Halo Campaign Evolved.
All right, said person, if you're listening. Is this just still Xbox? Can I play it on the PlayStation, okay?
Probably not.
That's what I want to know.
First pitch out of the pen for Boston Frick was a strike. Second one misses low and away for a ball. It is now a 3-1 count to Hap here. Two runners on, nobody out, 3-1. Boston Frick working out of the pen. He pitched a little bit already in this Lewis and Clark Classic in a relief role. That one's in there for a strike. 3-1 count now to Hap. And after Josh getting through the first 4.5 innings in about 47 minutes, it has been a long time coming to get this bottom of the fifth rolling between that rain delay and then a pitching change and a couple walks as well. Payoff pitch does pay off for Boston Frick. A punch out in the first batter he faces. And he came in with a 2-0 count, so only 1 ball and 3 strikes for Boston Frick in that at-bat, and that retires Hap.
Yeah, Boston Frick with a big punch out there. Now, obviously, play at any base outside of home, and double play ends the inning as well.
That one outside for a ball, 1-0 count. According to sources, Josh, you can play it on PS5.
That's what I've heard. Now I don't even know if I'm gonna do it anyways, but it's just nice to know.
It's
that
nice to know.
Yeah.
This is the closest thing to world peace we'll ever get is Xbox and PlayStation allowing their exclusive titles onto each other's consoles. Here's the 1-0. Sent into right field. Gilmore shades underneath of it. He'll glove it with the left hand. Runner takes off from second to third. Cut off by Kudera. No throw to third. Runners at the corners with 2 down here for Seward. But Boston Frick back-to-back outs after coming out of the bullpen.
Yeah, and out away from getting Yankton out of a jam that looked like it was going to be tough to get out of, but Frick coming in and working well, gets that punch out after being down at 2-0 in a count that he inherited and gets the pop fly there. And now that sacrifice taken away. Frick, once again, just an out away from getting out of here.
Frick taking his time. Now he comes set on the mound. Riley to face him in the right-handed batter's box. Runner takes off from second to third. Hunoff, no throw down to second. They're just going to let Hibbert take second base. Don't want to risk that run coming home from third, Josh, because the way Lindau's been pitching on the other side of things for Seward, 1 run might be all it takes to get a win here.
That's something similar that Coach Lawrence talked about in the postgame yesterday, where he felt like 1 run could have done it. Luckily, Yankton rallied last night, but as Frick gets another swing and a miss to make it strike 2.
0-2 year count as the wind's starting to pick up again as more dark clouds form overhead. Rain's not coming down, but this is that kind of spread of cells we'd see that kind of pop over our head over the next couple hours or so throughout the afternoon here at Riverside, as that one is pushed foul over our heads and out of play by Riley. Today's broadcast brought to you in part by Vision Care Associates and Farmers Union Insurance. Here's the 0-2 from Boston Frick. Little kick and deal. Swung on and missed. 3 up, 3 down for Boston Frick out of the pen, including some punch outs. 2 runners get stranded in scoring position. We're still scoreless as we go to the top of inning number 6, 0-0 here from Riverside Field. This inning break courtesy of Avera. We're back in 1 minute on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can! For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask about them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Brayden Butler and Josh Boelter here on KYNT and KYN-TV, and unfortunately we got some bad news. Looks like we're in another weather delay, Josh.
Yeah, that bottom of the 5th was fun though, right? And when we got to play that was kind of crazy. But yeah, so once again another rain delay, which you kind of thought was coming anyways. Thought there was a real chance that there was going to be another storm cell here coming in, or another cell of rain here, and that's the case.
Yeah, the way the radar looked it was quick cell gap, and then a bigger gap, and then another cell coming in nearer to 3:15, 3:30 time. So that is what it is. Weather is not a fan of baseball, I guess. No. Usually not. Rain and baseball don't like to mix much. Oil and water, they say, but I digress. It's 0-0 on your SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab scoreboard. Declan Lindau was set to take the mound again for Seward before they pulled post 33 back off the field. It's been a good matchup so far, but like we said, another rain delay here on KYNT and KYN-TV. So we're going to treat this similarly, apparently it's a hard word for me to say, similarly. No, I'm not even going to try it anymore. Whatever. We're going to treat it like the last one. We're coming back in 4 minutes. I'm going to try to get some answers on how long this delay might be. So keep it tuned right here, KYNT, KYN-TV. We're back in 4 minutes as we're in another rain delay at Riverside Field.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When pain or injury slows you down, waiting isn't an option. That's why Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-in Care is available Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, right here in Yankton. No appointment is needed. Just walk in and you will be seen. It's faster access to the expert care that you deserve from doctors who live and invest in this community. We're not just your doctors, we're your neighbors. I'm Dr. Brent Adams, orthopedic surgeon with the Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team and we're here for you.
Upgrading your home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good, we're getting a home office moment. When it's time to renovate or relocate for your growing family, our local FNBO mortgage lenders provide the personalized experience and expert guidance to make the home financing process go smoothly. We handle the details, so you can focus on making the house your home. Your mortgage moment will be memorable, and FNBO is here to get you there. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. Equal housing lender.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Boelter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Boelter, Vantage Financial, to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's easy to fall into the weekend warrior routine. A long hike, a hard gym session, a pickup game, or a full day of yard work can feel productive until your body reminds you it hasn't been building up to that load. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Injuries often happen when the demand suddenly outpaces what your joints and muscles are prepared for. Want to stay active without the setbacks? Visit First Chiropractic Centers today with offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner, inspiring and empowering others to healthier living.
When it comes to Medicare, you deserve local, personal help, not a call center. I'm Jen Great with Missouri River Associates, right here in your community. I'll sit down with you, answer your questions, and help you find the coverage that fits your life. Call 665 6885 to schedule your free consultation. Missouri River Associates, your hometown Medicare resource.
All right, welcome back live here on KYNT, KYN-TV. I'm Josh Boelter. We are in the middle of a rain delay here. Sounds like it's going to be 30 minutes minimum from when the game was put on a hold. As it stands, it is 0-0 in the top of the sixth between Yankton and Seward. Winner of this game will move on to the championship round of the Lewis and Clark Classic to face Sioux Falls West, who defeated Millard earlier today. So we'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, as it stands, heavy rain here. We did have to close some windows immediately. Some of our equipment was getting soaked from the rain, so Brayden's working on that. So you're hanging out with me for a couple minutes. We can look over some numbers real quick here from this one. Easton Feeser got the start for Yankton and pitched fairly well, obviously not giving up any runs. He got through 4 innings of work there, and then Boston Frick just came in relief there at the bottom of the fifth. As for Seward here today, it's Lindau on the mound. Declan Lindau, who's been just as dominant. 6 strikeouts, no hits, just 1 walk. Here as you're kind of getting a pitcher's duel between these two squads this afternoon. Once again, 0-0. We are on a rain delay. Expect at least 30 minutes from when we last had our last pitch here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take another break. We'll come back when we have more. We'll be back in about 5 minutes here to go ahead, and when we have more updates, we'll provide them for you. But right now, in a rain delay, here in the top of the sixth, Yankton 0, Seward 0, here on KYNT and KYN-TV.
There's a moment in every real estate deal that matters more than the contract. It usually happens at a kitchen table. Maybe it's a young couple realizing they can actually afford their first home. Maybe it's a family deciding it is time to build something new. At the Move Group, that's the moment we work for. Not the commission, not the closing. The moment a person looks up and says, "We can do this." That's the Move Group. People before transactions. Visit themovegroup.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures the risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
From sprains to fractures, getting the right care quickly makes all the difference. That's why we offer Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-In Care, weekdays from 8 to 5. Walk in and be seen, no appointment needed. It's expert care, faster access, and a team that's part of your community. Because here, you're more than a patient, you're our neighbor. I'm Dr. Benjamin Lancaster, orthopedic surgeon with Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team, and we're here for you.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Ready to build your next project, but can't get anyone to show up or even give you a quote? Call John Kopp, owner of Kopp Building Innovations. He will show up and he will make sure you are happy with your project. Trust in Kopp Building Innovations. KBI is an authorized WIC builder offering custom solutions. Whether you need a residential garage, an agricultural pole barn, or a commercial building, we will work with you. For more information or to get a quote, visit koppbuildings.com.
Spring is here and the games are just getting started. From baseball season in full swing to NHL and even golf, At the Bar has it all on. Add in local matchups and more, and there's always a game worth watching. With TVs everywhere and a welcoming hometown feel, it's the perfect place to kick back and enjoy the game. So bring your friends, settle in, and be part of the crowd, where every cheer feels a little louder and every moment a little better together. You can watch the game anywhere, but the real fans gather at the Bar in downtown Yankton.
Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton is a proud supporter of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles. Hi, this is Whitney Devine. If you're looking for protection that fits your life, call me or Travis. We make coverage simple. Whether it's your home, car, or farm, we take time to understand your needs and find the right plan at the right price. You'll get personal service, trusted advice, and peace of mind knowing we're right here in Yankton. Call Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton today to schedule your appointment.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat. Brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. You can see it on your screens if you're watching on KYN TV. I'm just gonna flip between our two cameras real quick. Yeah, it's rainy. It's very rainy.
We should just have a camera on my face now, where it just goes from rain to sad face, rain to sad
rain
face.
to sad face. We still want to turn this around, just get us in the booth here on KYN TV, but no, I digress. That's probably not for the best. Don't want too many people to tune out during this rain delay. They gave us at least 30 minutes for the rain delay, so there's still probably about 15 minutes in that
At
delay.
least. I mean, yeah.
I haven't seen any more lightning, but this is definitely a heavy deluge, if you will.
A deluge.
Not the heaviest rain we've ever seen during a Lewis and Clark Classic. A few years ago, they were actively scooping water out of the third base dugout at one point during the Classic. They were able to finish all the games that day still. The drainage is very good here at Lewis and Clark at Riverside Field, Bob Tarashinsky Stadium here for the Lewis and Clark. But, yeah, it seems to rain every single year during this Classic. I partially blame head coach Drew Lawrence, who said to us, if you remember back last Monday after the Brandon Valley game, where he said it'll probably rain. It always rains during the Lewis and Clark Classic. And, honestly, it held off longer than I think he expected as we got all the way to the second semifinal game before the rain finally reared its head.
Well, and if you looked at earlier in the week, if you would have gone and checked the weather Monday or Tuesday, this is kind of what we expected all weekend for the most part, but it kind of tailed off and it's kind of just hit us all at once here today.
It's a lot of fun. Love rain delays here on KYNT and KYN
Big fan.
TV. But does give us time to look at the game as a whole. I know you went over the stats for the pitchers already, Josh. There's not much to talk about, though, in the hitting department. Only one hit between the two teams. It belongs to Seward. And we are tied up at 0, waiting for the start of the top of the 6th. And it being tied at 0 is what makes this interesting, because there is a scenario where they, in theory, if one of these teams were up, they could just say, hey, let's call it. Let's wait this out. We'll bring Sioux Falls West back later this afternoon once the rain clears out and play the championship game. But with this game being tied, neither team probably wants to call it. It's like, oh, we still got a shot.
Yeah.
It's tied at 0-0. One run could be all we need, and that could obviously factor into some decisions that are made during this delay. Do see some water pooling some places, which is never a good sign. It's right in front of the pitcher's mound and near the third base bag, but usually drains out pretty well here at Riverside Field. So we'll see. Hopefully the rain itself, as it's coming down, ends pretty soon, and then things can dry out a little bit and we can get back going from Riverside Field.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously waiting here as this one, rain continues to come down here, but hopefully sooner rather than later we'll play some baseball.
At some point there will be baseball again here at Riverside Field. We hope on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're still at a weather delay. 0-0 your score in the top of inning number 6. Declan Lindau was set to retake the mound before the delay, so we'll see if it's still him when we come out of this rainstorm here on KYNT. Back in a couple minutes with another update here from Riverside Field.
The Boathouse in Yankton is for everyone. They have axe throwing, sports simulators, skee ball, shuffleboard, beanbags, pool, and darts, plus awesome drinks with lots of cold craft beers, seltzers, wines, and great non-alcoholic options. Try their burgers, pizza burgers, wings, fish, chicken strips, and more. Check out trivia on Tuesdays, free axe throwing tournaments on Wednesdays, and live music on Fridays. Some say it's the most fun you can have on land, so head to the Boathouse, downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages.
Being wiser means peace of mind, especially when it comes to your home's comfort. Today's heating and cooling systems are advanced with technology designed to work smarter. Peace of mind means knowing the company you call understands that technology and has the experience to get it right. For nearly 80 years, Kaiser Heating and Cooling has been trusted with knowledgeable technicians and a commitment to doing the job right. So be the wiser and go with Kaiser Heating and Cooling in Yankton.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit ExplorerCU.com to join the journey today.
There's a difference when a convenience store is locally owned, and you feel it the moment you stop at Triple Time Rudy's. You'll get great quality fuel to keep you on the move, plus local and regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner Lockers. It's the kind of place that's convenient and connected to your community. Conveniently located at 17th and Broadway, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling your community.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can. For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask about them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Life doesn't slow down for injuries, and neither should your care. With Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-In Care, you can be seen quickly, Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. No referrals, no long waits, just experienced, highly trained surgeons ready to help you heal and get back to what you love. And because we live right here in Yankton, your care stays close to home. I'm Dr. Jeremy Kudera, orthopedic surgeon with Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team, and we're here for you.
Buying your first home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good, when's the housewarming party moment. When you're ready to look for a home, start with a local FNBO mortgage lender. We're here to answer questions, personalize the experience, and share our expertise so you can focus on your search. Start your application and get pre-qualified now at fnbo.com. Your mortgage moment is just around the corner, and FNBO will be there every step. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. FNBO is an equal housing lender.
In Yankton, community means everything, and at Wilson Trailer, it's the heart of what they do.
They're more than manufacturers, they're your neighbors. From sponsoring the Bucks and Gazelles to supporting the next generation of farmers and builders, they're proud to give back to the place they call home. For over a century, Wilson Trailer has stood strong, steady, and rooted in community. Because when Yankton thrives, we all move forward. Wilson Trailer in Yankton. Learn more at wilsontrailer.com.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. It might be wishful thinking, Josh, but the rain looks lighter than it was 4 minutes ago. That being said, it's still fairly heavy.
Yeah.
That is where we're at here on KYNT and KYN
How
TV.
to tell a wide range of emotions with one word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the top of inning number 6. Whenever we do resume play, the winner of this game would face Sioux Falls Post 15 West in the championship game of the Lewis and Clark Classic. There is a written into the Lewis and Clark Classic rules, Josh. I'll pull it up here momentarily, but there is rules about rain delays and how they will be handled. But basically, there is no guarantee that a championship game would ever be played today because the big things was getting through pool play. For rain delay rules, if there was, with rain today, if the first 2 days of the tournament get played and there's rain on Sunday, then the championship game does not have to be played. The tourney will stand as is. So that would be to the discretion of umpires, coaches, and staff of the teams involved, which at this point is Yankton, Seward, and Sioux Falls West. So we'll see what decisions get made. We were given a 30-minute timer about 30 minutes ago now. Well, closer to 26 minutes ago now, but it was about 2:04 is when that was announced here in Yankton. So we'll see what they say here shortly, if there's been any additional time added. Right now, it's been a low-scoring ball game. No scoring ball game. 0-0, only one hit between the two teams. The starter for Seward today in Declan Lindau. He's pitched very, very well, has not given up a single hit to Yankton. As for Yankton, Easton Feeser got the start, did struggle with a couple walks, but only gave up one hit, no runs allowed. Boston Frick came in the bottom of the fifth, which is the last half inning we were able to get played, and really steadied the ship for Yankton with 2 runners on and nobody out, able to go 1-2-3 and strand runners at second and third. And then the rain came back, and this is where we now stand on KYNT and KYN TV. The issue is if it's going to rain off and on throughout the day and be consistently heavy for this, I don't think we're going to have the windows open again for the rain, even if we do start playing again. So we might have to just have the single wide cam, and there are going to be water drops going down the window. We do apologize for that, and no crowd mic as well. As at the end of the day, we do have to protect our equipment at KYNT and KYN TV, but we should still have coverage. Hopefully everything gets back going shortly. We're a couple minutes away from hopefully a positive update on this rain delay. But we're going to go back to break for a couple minutes. We'll come back in 4 minutes this time and have an update for you here on KYNT and KYN TV. Thank you for listening and joining us for Yankton at Post 12 Legion Baseball, currently under a rain delay.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Boelter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Boelter, Vantage Financial, to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Have a craving for wings or delicious burgers or pivo fries? Come sink your teeth into the mouth-watering burgers and wings at Checkers Sports Bar and Grill in Yankton. With a menu that's flavor frenzy, there's something for every fan. Grab your friends, bring your family, and head down to Checkers. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Your game days belong at Checkers.
Need custom clothing for your team, fundraiser, business, or event? Let JJ Benji's make it easy. Forget about taking orders, collecting money, and handing out shirts yourself. JJ Benji's handles everything for you. They create a custom online store with the merchandise you want to offer. Items are ordered and paid for online, and JJ Benji's ships the items directly to them. All you have to do is share the link or QR code. That's it. Contact JJ Benji's in Yankton to learn more about it.
I'm Colby Kukta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Kukta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
Did you ever hear that termites only swarm to feed and mate during the springtime? Well, that's just a myth. Here's the fact. While they do swarm to mate in the spring, termites eat wood 24/7 year-round. In fact, termites cause an average of $5 billion in property damage every year, and that's no myth. A pest professional is your best defense against the devastation rodents, termites, roaches, and ants can cause to your home and family.
Olson Pest Technicians, 1-800-KIL-BUGS.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Still under a rain delay, but the rain weakening here at Riverside Field. And looks like some coaches come out with, can't tell if that's Drew Lawrence or Trey Creer, but there's a coach coming out with a squeegee basically to try to dissipate some of the pools of water that have started to form near the first base bag. And if you can dissipate that and get it to flow through quicker through the drainage system, that is ideal. So they said 30 minutes minimum when we first went to your break, and that was at 2:09. So I was a little bit ahead of schedule when I thought that it was 2:04 that they announced that. It was 2:09 they announced that 30 minutes. So we're still about 2 minutes away from that minimum. And obviously you can see with how they're taking care of things out on the field, it will be probably a couple minutes longer than just those 2 minutes before we get going back live here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It is 0-0 your score. One hit between the two teams. It belongs to Seward, post 33. And it's been a whole lot of great defense and pitching so far today between these two teams. Brayden Butler and Josh Boelter on the call for you here today. This is the semifinals of the Lewis and Clark Classic. Championship game supposed to follow this. It will be Sioux Falls West against whichever one of these teams gets the win here in the semifinals, but a lot of delays, a couple delays now for rain. This last one, the most egregious, I'll say, the longest delay so far between these two teams. Brayden Butler and Josh Boelter on the call for you, and Josh, we're just sitting here passing the time, waiting for baseball.
Waiting here, and I stopped down at the concession stand, got myself some nutritious snacks, we'll put it that way. Little blue Powerade to match here, but yeah, it's one of those. Hopefully, we'll be playing sooner rather than later. Fingers crossed. So we're just sitting here waiting. Teams have kind of peeked out of the dugout here, so you got to think it's coming soon. Hopefully.
It does look like the rain has. Let me open this window.
He's opening the window.
It's not raining.
It's not raining.
Get on the field quickly. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
move,
get it
move,
going.
move.
The rain has stopped. There is a slight puddle near first base. I think they're going to try to work that out a little bit. But, yeah, there's starting to become motion. They're throwing the ball around. Not the baseball. It is a football. But they're throwing a ball around down there. So that is what you like to see here on KYNT and KYN TV. We're going to go to another break during this rain delay. Come back in 4 minutes. We'll say 4 minutes and then get you another update from Riverside Field. Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball in a rain delay with Seward in the semifinals of the Lewis and Clark Classic.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury,
check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
At H&H Roofing, we don't just fix roofs, we protect families. We're family-owned, locally operated, and dedicated to keeping our community safe and dry. Every nail, every shingle, every handshake, it all matters to us. From repairs to full roof replacements, we treat every home like it's our own. Because when your home is secure, we feel secure. For honest work and dependable results, trust the local team that cares. Call H&H Roofing in Yankton today. We've got you covered.
The SureCo exclusive SureLink wireless remote system features the most advanced industrial Bluetooth technology and best-in-class express operation. Operate any SureCo electric product with the SureLink Pro and EZR remotes or with your smartphone using the SureLink app. To learn more, contact your authorized SureCo distributor or find us at sureco.com. Demand the best. Demand SureCo.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm agent Rhonda Westland is right here in Yankton to help you select the right protection at the right price. Rhonda will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's easy to fall into the weekend warrior routine. A long hike, a hard gym session, a pickup game, or a full day of yard work can feel productive until your body reminds you it hasn't been building up to that load. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Injuries often happen when the demand suddenly outpaces what your joints and muscles are prepared for. Want to stay active without the setbacks? Visit First Chiropractic Centers today with offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner, inspiring and empowering others to healthier living.
Welcome back for KYNT and KYN TV, and your eyes do not deceive you, ladies and gentlemen. There are players on the field. After a extended rain delay, say about 33 minutes for that rain delay, and the rain is stopped for now. It has definitely fogged up the window to my right, so I would not be able to see anything going on in the right field bullpen. Josh, you're my eyes on that one.
Yeah, and also, I was about to say, don't expect me to be able to identify people based on numbers here.
Might have to. We're going to crack this window in front of me.
Yep.
We have to open our windows a little bit. That sounds delightful, opening that window. A little WD-40 will tune that right up. But it now just. It's that feeling right after rain in the summer. I don't know how else to describe it besides where it just kind of feels like heavy. But we're going to come back to live action here. KYNT and KYN TV. Thank you for sticking with us throughout the rain delay here as we are ready to go from Riverside Field. It will be Simon Kamshoff who welcomes us back to the world of baseball. As he steps up to the plate, Declan Lindau on the mound, and he's been the one pitching a gem so far for Seward. We'll see how he can stay warm after that rain delay. As the first pitch misses low, but not by much for ball one.
And I think that's what Yankton's hoping. Maybe the rain delay can throw him off a little bit, because it wasn't anything that the bats were able to do here. He was zooming before that rain delay.
Kamshoff has ahead in the count 2-0. And the 2-0 home from Lindau in there for strike one, make it 2-1. You'll notice on KYN TV, if you're watching, maybe at points, the window for our pitcher-catcher camera, we're able to have that open since it's right next to me, and I can open and close that at a moment's notice. But our main camera, as that one is fouled off by Kamshoff, our main camera is in the main booth, Josh. And since that's a little more difficult to get to, we're leaving that window closed for now. So if it starts raining again, you might see some raindrops on the screen when we go to our wide cam. We do apologize for that, as Simon Kamshoff strikes out swinging for out number one, and Lindau didn't really miss a beat. I mean, he had those first two balls, but smooth sailing after that and got another punch out for him.
I mean, 7 strikeouts, no hits, just 1 walk. He's been electric today, the southpaw for Seward, in control of things.
First pitch misses low, bounces in front of the plate to Brennan Gilmore. Gilmore is the 9-hitter today in this batting lineup. Make it a 1-1 count to him as Lindau pumps the gas on the second pitch. And another thing about Lindau is he works very quickly. Comes set for half a beat and then rocks and fires. Ground ball right side of the infield. Diving effort at first base. Nobody's there to cover the bag, though, so it will be an infield single for Brennan Gilmore. Put him on the base paths for Beck Reichen, and the no-hitter is broken up for Lindau. It took 2 rain delays and 5 1/3 innings, but Yankton has their first hit.
Yeah, and I know the field might be a little wet, but I think you're going to see Brennan Gilmore take off pretty quickly here. So Yankton's just trying to get something going here and get a runner in scoring position.
Lindau working out of the stretch for one of the first times tonight. Ball one as Reichen was showing bunt, but pulled back in time to take the ball. All right, I've stood for a minute and a half. That's long enough. Sitting back down. Here's the 1-0 home. Inside. Ball 2.
See, I'm starting to get antsy myself, so I'm going to be standing here for at least... Well, actually, you know what? I'm very unpredictable. We'll see how long I end up. I was about to say at least this inning, but I don't know. We'll see.
Here's the 2-0 home from Lindau. Chopped foul down the first base line.
Obviously a big spot here for post 12, a 0-0 ball game, trying to advance to that game against Sioux Falls West later this afternoon, which was originally set for 3:30, and we were on pace, but obviously with the long rain delay there, we'll get that one started when we do.
Here's the 2-1 home from Lindau. Popped up over our heads and out of play. Make it a 2-2 count to Beck Reichen here. And funny enough, Josh, it is not out of the realm of possibility that we could still get pretty close to 3:30.
Right.
Where technically we'd only need to complete 3 more half innings, and you can get that done in 20 minutes. You're looking right near it, but still, that's out of the realm of possibility now after a couple long rain, 1 short and 1 long rain delay. Really shows you how fast the game was moving, though, that we're still almost on schedule.
Yeah, exactly. It was moving fast, and that will happen when both pitching staffs are working well. I mean, Lindau especially, just 1 hit given up and working through things here. Finally has another base runner. First one for Yankton since the first inning, and see if they can capitalize with the top of the lineup up here.
Lindau comes set for the 2-2 home, throws over to first base to keep Gilmore near the bag, and he wasn't playing too far off. He's back in safely without having to slide. Lindau punches out Beck Reichen. Strike 3 looking. Another K for Declan Lindau.
Yeah, another one, as they say, or as DJ Khaled would say, just mowing through this Yankton lineup here, and now has another tall task in Sam Goki.
Goki, the back-to-back Class A High School Player of the Year for the state of South Dakota, takes ball one low from Lindau.
8 strikeouts for Lindau, by the way.
Swung on and missed there for strike one. And we mentioned earlier, Easton Fieser got the start on the mound, and we weren't sure how he would be able to hit for himself, but however Yankton used the rule book to their advantage, they will have Easton Fieser come to the plate after a base hit from Sam Goki. Taking the turn at second, heading to third is Brennan Gilmore. Runners at the corners after a 2-out single from Sam Goki. That will bring Easton Fieser to the plate.
Yeah, and a chance to take the lead here. Started the game for post 12 and got him through 4 innings of work, and now a chance to put post 12 on the scoreboard.
See, I think since he was hitting for himself, maybe they burned the DH, and that means the catcher has to hit for himself now, which would just mean Caden Hunoff comes into the lineup.
Yeah, I think that'd be the play, and we've seen him with some clutch hitting in this tournament as well. Had a nice RBI single in game 1 back on Friday.
Well, that doesn't add up either because the designated hitter, Liam Villanueva, is in the on-deck circle. So, who knows?
Yes, maybe it's just staying the same as Goki's going to take off here and put another runner in scoring position. My guess would be it might just stay the same, and you still just won't see Hunoff hit.
All right, that's my assumption. We're sticking to it here.
Yeah.
That's your. That's.
I would say that's my assumption.
Well, that's our.
Yeah,
You know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I'm not taking credit for your ideas.
Oh, don't do it. I didn't patent it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not attached.
It's like how they think Marconi invented the radio, but it was actually Tesla who had the original idea. Here's the 1-2, swung on and missed for strike 3. There's your history update as the inning ends for the top of the 6th. Still 0-0. Yankton gets their first 2 hits of the ball game, but both those runners get stranded in scoring position. We go to the bottom of inning number 6. This inning break courtesy of Avera. We're back in 1 minute from Riverside Field.
Clean, inspect, test, repeat. That sums up a Comfort Care Club membership at Larry's Heating and Cooling. In the spring and fall, Larry's will come to your home to clean, inspect, and test your heating or cooling system. And also as a member of Larry's Comfort Care Club, you get discounts on parts and labor, priority service scheduling, and no overtime charges. Clean, inspect, and test. Repeat. The Comfort Care Club from Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, they believe you should understand your dental health, not just receive it. They'll show you your x-rays and photos, explain the why behind any treatment, and make sure you feel confident about your care. And if you have dental insurance, it's a good time to use it. New patient exams and x-rays are often covered at 100%. Learn more at elwoodfamilydentalcare.com, where they take care of the entire family.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Looks like they've opened the window in the main booth for us, so appreciate that. How about that? I'm going to go adjust the camera, though, because it's it's set up too far to the left. So I'm going to go move that quick. If you could just take over, Josh, here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, we'll do that. And new pitcher on the mound out of the rain delay as well for Yankton. It's Tate Bestie. We did see him pitch both games on Friday. Had yesterday off on the mound, and now looking to help Yankton here in the bottom of 6th, where it's still 0-0 from Riverside Field here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Once again, just 3 hits for both these teams combined. Yankton just got their first 2 hits of the game last inning between Brendan Gilmore and Sam Goki, but not able to capitalize on it. Now as Hammond's up at the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a walk today. And once again, he'll be the first batter Bestie faces in this one.
I'm back, Josh.
Hi.
I fixed the window. Now they kindly opened the window for us, just adjusted a little more, so the pillar from the edge of the window was still on the screen a little bit, but it's all right. I do appreciate. I don't even know who's all in the booth. There's so many people over there right now. Probably trying to get out of the rain, but
they're hanging out.
They're hanging out over there down the street. Same old thing we did last week. Here's an 0-2 now for Tate Bestie. As that one was fouled off by Hammond.
Was that a reference?
Was he funny or something?
I don't know. Like, I'm wondering, was it a reference? I don't.
Yes. Here's the 0-2 outside for a ball. 1-2 count. What could it possibly have been if it wasn't a reference?
I don't know. I don't watch TV.
That's a reference. You're doing the bit from the other guys. Here's the 1-2 home outside for a ball. 2-2 count. What's TLC? I don't listen to music.
And the one scene in You Got Mail where Meg Ryan gets poison ivy. I don't think she does in that movie. Oh no, she definitely does. Great film if you haven't seen it. I think that Plunk happened, or at least he thought he did. Umpire saying no.
Bestie's chuckling to himself.
Meanwhile, I'm still thinking about the other guys. What is going on here?
This is what a rain delay will do to you.
We have a batter signaling that he got hit. To the umpire's back. He can't see you do that, young man. I don't know if you know that.
Well, it looks like they're going to re-rack it. No hit by pitch. And I think one of the umpires just gave the third base coach a warning, his first towards ejection. So that is something to keep an eye on as well. Traditionally, the coach in the third base coaching box is the head coach of the program, so that could be a big miss as Hammond swings at strike 3 after the confusion. Bestie with a big punch out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, big punch out there for Bestie. Went from a potential hit by pitch to getting the strikeout in the first out here of this 6th inning.
That's going to bring Declan Lindau to the plate. So go to battle with Tate Bestie. Low and away for a ball there for Bestie, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 now from Bestie. Lindau down the right field line, but foul. It looks like things have been moved around in the outfield, Josh. I believe that's Carter Boomsma now in center field. It looks like Easton Fieser is taking a spot in right field, which starters are allowed a re-entry, and that, I assume, is his re-entry after leaving from the mound earlier on. That one fouled off by Lindau. We'll do it again for a 1-2, and then Brennan Gilmore moved from right field to left field. So there's some shifting there in the outfield.
Yeah, some changes around once again here, and Bestie coming into pitch and looking good so far. Brayden throwing some strikes, got that first punch out, and looking to potentially do so here again with a 1-2 count.
Here's the 1-2 home. Outside for a ball from Bestie. 2-2 count as Lindau did not chase on that breakaway.
Yeah, and Bestie was trying to get him to bite. Knew he had 2 strikes. Might as well give it a shot, and just didn't get him to bite.
That one misses the zone as well. 3-2 count now. Bestie looking for the payoff pitch to Lindau. Ground ball, right side of the infield. Diving effort for Jackson Kudera off the leather. And Lindau is going to be safe at first. Great effort from Kudera, Josh, but just didn't end up the way he wanted it to at second base.
Yeah, once again, like you said, a good effort there, and just bounced off the glove for a base hit. Now Seward with a runner on here and 1 out in the 6th, trying to get something on the board. We've seen it here so far, Brayden. Base runners at a premium, hits for sure at a premium. Just 2 between the 2 for each, 2 apiece for these 2 teams so far.
This one sent into right field by Dyer. We'll see if they send Lindau to third. No, they hold him at second base. Fieser gets the throw in quickly. But back-to-back base knocks for Seward with 1 out. Have a runner in scoring position. Now, they've had runners in scoring position often tonight, Josh. They just have not been able to put one across home plate for the first run. This feels like the most dangerous scenario to date.
Yeah, now 2 runners on. Tate Bestie giving up back-to-back hits after that punch out and in danger of giving up the first run of this game. We'll see if he can respond and leave those runners on base here this inning.
Taking time here before this first pitch of the at-bat for Tate Bestie. The 0-0. Released that one a little early on the bender there. Didn't have the break he wanted for ball 1. You can hear the Seward dugout starting to get into it a little bit, hyping their guys up as they realize they have a chance to take this game by the horns.
And with a little bit of momentum gaining here with back-to-back hits and a chance to take the lead. We'll see if they can capitalize.
Old cousin Mo. First swing and a miss there at the at-bat makes it a 1-1 count now for Bestie. You familiar with old Mo? Mo Menum?
Mo problems. Mo money.
Mo money, Mo problems.
Mo from the Three Stooges.
All right.
I know a few Mo's. Mo Rivera.
Swung on and missed there for strike 2.
Orlando Magic legend Mo Wagner.
Mo Wagner, let's go. Mo Williams.
Yeah. Cavs legend. As well as, I think, Clippers and a couple other teams. But
Mo Williams was the second best player on the Cavs one of those years Braun was there, and they wonder why he left.
Hey, Anderson Varejao, man.
Okay, and Big Z was on that team too.
Yeah, his hair was on. Delonte West was on that team too. Big LeBron guy.
1-2 count. It's a family show.
Oh, yes, it was.
1-2 from Bestie. Swung on and missed by Wiesen for out number 2. 2 down with 2 runners on. Big spot here for Bestie on the mound, trying to keep this tied at 0, heading into the top of the final frame.
Yeah, big punch out once again there. Despite giving a couple hits, Tate's still getting that strikeout stuff working. 2 punch outs this inning and has a chance to get out of the inning.
Leibhardt at the plate, and he calls time and backs out. And
yeah, it's not. I don't think that's a balk, Brayden. The
batter stepped out of the box.
Yeah.
So the batter called for time, and time wasn't granted. And I think if he calls for time, time's not granted, and he stays in the box, and Bestie stops like that, it would have been a balk.
But he wasn't even in the box
But he's had
anyways,
completely stepped out
Yeah.
while calling time, and that is what caused it there. So they're just going to re-rack it and do it again.
Yeah, it wasn't granted time, but he made sure he was getting it.
Runner takes off for third. Hunt off the throw down into left field. A big mistake made by Yankton, and that's going to be the first run of the game for Seward. They lead 1-0, and showing off the swim moves a little bit is Lindau as he belly flops at home plate and busts out the stroke there. But
Yeah, and that throw just kept going, Brayden. It just sailed out there in the left field too high, and I understand trying to get the out, but with 2 outs, I think you just kind of got to eat that one and give Tate the shot at the mound. Unfortunate break there for post 12 and a tough throw for a guy who's had a really good weekend in Caden Hunoff.
I know Hunoff's going to kick himself on that one, but you can't let yourself get down. Just trying to make the play there, and it happens. He's been a good player, and we've seen his arm in multiple positions. I remember him out in right field for a couple times in the spring season gunning guys at home.
And if my memory serves, got one last night too, but yeah, a tough spot there for Caden Hunoff, who just missed the throw and, like I said, sailed and could potentially be the deciding run there with Seward adding to the board. My apologies, those sitting at home watching. I'm used to Yankton being the home team, so I had a run there for the Bucks for post 12. So apologize about that. It is 1-0 Seward here.
2-1 count now to Leibhardt. This is the 9-hitter in the lineup. Go back to the top of the order momentarily. 2 down in the inning. No guarantee we see him. This one fouled off down the right field line and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 runner on. He's on second base. Yankton trails Seward 1-0. And the big part here is post 33, with how dominant Lindau has been on the mound, they're 3 outs away from taking the win. Hunoff, throw down to third base, left it a little high again, but brought down by Simon Kampschoff. A steal of third. And a walk drawn. It was a 3-2 count there, not a 2-2. My apologies. Misspoke. So runners at the corners now in the top of the order with Hibbert coming to the plate.
And a chance to add a run here going into that last frame. We'll see if Hibbert can take advantage and capitalize, but Bestie is trying to limit it here to 1.
Bestie checking the runners. Now he'll come set. Bestie fires home. First pitch of the at-bat in there for strike 1 to Hibbert. It's an 0-1 count. Bestie taking his time as he comes set again. The 0-1 home. Outside for a ball. Good eye from Hibbert there. Evens the count up at 1 each. 1-0 your score. Yankton trails Seward here in the Lewis and Clark Classic semifinals. Runners at the corners for post 33. Bestie now lets the 1-1 home. And it's in there for strike 2. 1-2 count to Bestie. Or for Bestie to Hibbert. No matter what happens to this at-bat, Yankton will need to answer in the top of the 7th to extend this game. The 1-2 outside for a ball. Make it 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on, and Hibbert fouls it back into the net. We'll do it again. Deuce is wild right now for Seward. With a lot of 2s up on the scoreboard.
And Bestie got to find a way out of this here. Keep it just that 1 run, obviously. With Lindau on the mound, you assume coming back out for the 7th. That's a tall task to climb just to get a run. So need to limit if you can, and does. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball.
Huge punch out there for Tate Bestie, but an error in the field leads to a run for Seward. They lead 1-0, and post 33 is 3 outs away from punching their ticket to the Lewis and Clark Classic Championship game against Sioux Falls West. We're back in 1 minute after this inning break, courtesy of Avera. This is Post 12 Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV.
Does your insurance agent know you by name? Do you see them at the school pickup or around town? Home and auto insurance is more than just premiums and deductibles. It's about having someone who truly understands you and your family. We take the time to get to know your life, your needs, and what matters most, so you have the right coverage when it counts. Call me, Skylar Sherman with Missouri River Associates in Yankton today for insurance you can trust from someone who's truly local.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but not sure where to start? I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. With 20 years of experience and a passion for finding the perfect match, I'll work hard for you, answer all your questions along the way, and make it stress-free. Call me at 605-664-5555, and let's get moving.
KYNT, Yankton, FM 1021 and AM 1450, Yankton's home team.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. If you're watching on YouTube or KYN-TV app, thank you for joining us. I do want to address an issue we had. The Facebook live stream got taken down. Got a copyright strike for some of the music that was playing here at the facility, but shout out to Meta. Their review team reviewed it so quickly it's already been taken care of.
What can we say? Franny Kiefer was playing too many bangers.
Playing too many great songs over the speakers.
I think they were taking requests.
They were taking requests at one point during the rain delay. You got to liven the mood up somehow as that one doesn't find the zone here to Liam Villanueva. First batter of the top of the 7th inning. 2-0 count. He's ahead right now on Lindau. There's the first strike. Make it 2-1.
Yeah, down to the last 3 outs here. Yankton got to find a way to get a run across here.
Here's the 0-1, fouled back into the net. Make it a 1-2 count now.
I think we're out of... Yep, just getting some more baseballs here.
Fresh baseball crop from the dugout. 2-2 count here to Liam Villanueva. Lindau's at 85 pitches, so he's got 20 to work with before he'd reach the upper limit. Here's the 2-2 home. Villanueva half swing. They appeal down to first. He went around. Strike 3. Villanueva is retired. And now Lindau 2 outs away from a complete game shutout over Yankton.
Yeah, just dominance. Double-digit strikeouts here at 10 there. Only 2 hits given up and a walk. You can see that he's obviously really, really good here and taking control of things against the Yankton lineup that's really been hot all weekend.
Hitting over 320 as a team coming into today in the Lewis and Clark Classic, but have not been able to get the bats going so far today. Can Jackson Kudera change that with post 12's backs against the wall? He fouls that one back, and he quickly finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Here's Lindau, the 0-2 home. Inside for a ball. Good eye there from Kudera. Young man who just wrapped up his sophomore year of high school about a month ago now. No, it was still under a month ago, but still. Swung on and missed for strike 3. He'll go back to the dugout, and Yankton now down to their last out. Tate Bestie was the hero last night, Josh. Can he do it again?
Yeah, a little bit more work to do here, right? Bases loaded, 1 out last night here. 2 outs, nobody on, and Yankton trailing by a run, just trying to find a way to stay alive here. And once again, a trip to the championship game later this afternoon on the line, as that one's takes a weird bounce off a foul. Kind of hit a weird spot of the bat on a swing.
Yeah, half swing there. It almost felt like it bounced in front of the plate, then off the bat.
Yeah,
the way it ricocheted, it was really awkward. And I think Bestie was even kind of acknowledging that with the umpire, as Lindau throwing an extra kick in the leg there. Nestor Cortez sheds a single tear, but that one misses inside for a ball. 1-1 count. Second Nestor Cortez mentioned to the Lewis and Clark Classic, Josh.
We all miss him.
Well, here's the 1-1. Chopper, left side of the infield. This should do it. Across the diamond. Dropped the ball at first. Bestie beats it out. An error in the field. And the first baseman, Wiesen, kind of tapping his chest. It was a tough play, but he felt like he should have been able to scoop that up for the final out. So Yankton, another shot at life, and Carter Boomsma comes to the plate.
Is that a pulse right here? Just a little bit of one right there. Yankton with another shot here. Carter Boomsma at the plate, and if he can find a way to get on, oh boy, especially if you can get a little space for him and Bestie on the base pass. Both very good over there. Obviously, bunt, even with Boomsma's speed, probably taken away here with 2 outs. But if he could lay down a good one, Brayden, I don't think he's going to try it. But there's a lot of space on both sides.
The 0-1 popped up over our heads and out of play. And it seems to be the story of this 7th inning and most of the game so far, Josh. Yankton batters finding themselves in a quick 0-2 hole, 1-2 hole. Boomsma finds himself down 0-2 right now to Lindau. Trying to complete the complete game. The 0-2. Does not miss by much. That's a cold take from Carter Boomsma. 1-2 count.
Yeah, that's one. And even if it's moving fast, I would have a hard time laying off that. It was close, but Boomsma gets the call.
The 1-2 for Lindau. Swung on and missed. That'll do it. A complete game, 2-hitter for Declan Lindau and Seward. They move on to the Lewis and Clark Classic Championship game. They'll take on Sioux Falls Post 15 West. That was scheduled for a first pitch at 3:30. And honestly, Josh, it probably will be 3:45. We're not even that far behind time, even with over 40 minutes of rain delays combined here in Yankton. 1-0 your final score. Lindau throws a complete game shutout for the win on the mound for Seward. They move on to the championship. Yankton's Lewis and Clark Classic comes to an end. They now turn their attention to league play on Tuesday. We're going to take a break, come back in 3 minutes, and have your post-game report courtesy of Mason Schramm and the Move Group. You buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. Back in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
If it's time to review the look of the signage of your business, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including exterior and interior signage, fleet wraps, digital signs, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site, fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayor Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
Right now, Moody Motors in Ibera has 6 Expeditions on hand, ranging from brand new to a 2012 priced at only $13,900. Other SUVs on hand include a 2014 GMC Denali, a 2014 Buick Enclave, and a 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with the 3rd seat. The right vehicle at the right price is what you'll find right here at Moody Motors in Ibera. You're in the mood for Moody!
It's sandal season at Boston Shoes to Boots, and we are fully loaded on new inventory and classic favorites. From popular brands like Birkenstock, Chaco, Keen, Atrex, Dansko, Sorel, and so much more. Find the perfect fit and step into something new this season. Boston Shoes to Boots, open 6 days a week, located in the heart of downtown on Cedar Street. See you soon, shoe lovers.
Summer starts here in Yankton. It's the place where weekends turn into lake days, campfires, tournaments, live music, and unforgettable memories. Every summer, visitors help fuel our local economy, supporting restaurants, shops, hotels, events, and over 1,400 local jobs right here in Yankton County. There's something for everyone to explore. This summer, discover why Yankton is more than a destination. Find out all Yankton has to offer online at visityanktonsd.com.
Car troubles never happen at a convenient time. Whether you find yourself with a flat tire, dead battery, breakdown, or in an accident, call Gary's Towing. They've been helping drivers in the Yankton area for over 50 years with light, medium, and heavy towing. Family owned and operated Gary's Towing is the name you can count on, day or night. Call Gary, Mike, or Mason at 605-665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
Water isn't supposed to be in floors or in ceilings, but leaks and accidents happen.
If that happens, you should call FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration.
They clean it up and restore your home. From burst pipes to unexpected leaks, FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration responds fast. 24/7 proudly serving Yankton, Mitchell, Norfolk, Sioux Falls, and beyond. If your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYNTV. Time for your post-game report, courtesy of Mason Strom and the Move Group. You buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. We'll start things off with your stat recap, courtesy of Mayor Signs. It's time to review the look of your business's signage. Let Mayor Signs help. They're on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. Consider the possibilities with Mayor Signs. It was a very impressive pitching performance for both teams today. Only 5 combined hits, Josh, but going through the stat recap for the final game for Yankton at the Lewis and Clark Classic, but the second semifinal of the day.
Yeah, looking at it here, 2 hits for Yankton today. Both came in that 6th inning. Sam Goki with a single, and Brendan Gilmore with a single as well over to second base. Pitching-wise, it was Easton Fieser getting the start today. Gave up just 1 hit, had 4 strikeouts and 7 walks, no earned runs. Boston Frick came in and pitched in and got 2 strikeouts, and then Tate Bestie closed it out there, giving up a run, even though it was unearned on a wild throw there to really be the only run of this game.
And that was the difference maker, just an error in the field as the runner was trying to steal third base, throw just a little too tall into left field. And it is Declan Lindau, almost fitting that it was Lindau who scored the winning run for Seward, considering how good he was on the mound in this one. And if you have Lindau's final numbers as a pitcher as well, throws a complete game 2-hitter on the mound with quite a lot of strikeouts. He was up to at least 8 at one point.
Yeah, 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 12 strikeouts here today in the semifinal. Obviously, I know Sioux Falls West is thankful they won't have to see him in the championship game, but Yankton sure did, and he mowed through a really good lineup once again.
If rumors are to be believed, he's going to be playing at Riverside for college as well, but wasn't able to find that confirmed anywhere. But that is the rumor going around the water cooler right now in Yankton. So please, by all means, come pitch for the good guys. But, yeah, great performance for Declan Lindau today. That stat recap, once again, courtesy of Mayor Signs. Consider the possibilities with Mayor Signs today. They're on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. Head coach Drew Lawrence should be coming up here shortly, unless that's him.
Last I see, he was still down in the dugout having a conversation with Sioux Falls West's coach. I don't know. I think he's still back there in the very end.
Yeah,
so
I can see they're just making sure that Yankton gets cleared out while Sioux Falls West transitions into the dugout. So we're going to keep things rolling here and crown some players of the game. We'll start with your offensive player of the game, courtesy of High V, where there's a hopeful smile in every aisle. I know there wasn't a lot to speak about on offense today, Josh, but who looking at excuse me, his game changer doesn't want to work with me right now. But looking at it, a couple hits for the team, and looking, it's between Sam Goki and Brendan Gilmore. I know we've given a lot of love to Goki over the time. Gilmore finishes 1 for 2. It's up to you, coin flip.
Sure,
who do you want to talk
Brendan
about?
Gilmore, yeah. I mean, had the one hit there, kind of sparked a little bit of a rally where Yankton had their own only real chance. It looked like at scoring was at that spot. So credit to him for at least getting something close to going, I should say.
And when you're the 9-hitter, too, your job is to turn it over on a positive note to the top of the lineup, and he did that job today, finishing 1 for 2. Your offensive player of the game, courtesy of Hy-Vee. Defensive player of the game from Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solutions. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. I don't know if I've ever suggested this before, Josh, but I almost feel like it should go to a Seward player because Declan Lindau just played so well tonight. I know traditionally these awards, we just talk about Yankton players, but 7 innings, complete game, shutout with 12 strikeouts. It almost feel wrong not to give him the respect he deserves after a great performance.
Yeah, a really good job out there once again. Shutout, baseball, complete game, 12 strikeouts, well earned, and really, including with the run as well, the reason why Seward's going to be playing here in a couple minutes against Sioux Falls West.
H&H Hustler of the game. H&H Roofing has got you covered. No stolen bases today for Yankton. Sam Goki and Brennan Gilmore each tied for the total bases lead, but Brennan Gilmore did beat out that infield hit for the first hit that really sparked things like we talked about. So Hustler of the game, Brennan Gilmore wins that as well today for your post-game awards here on KYNT and KYN TV. Still awaiting head coach Drew Lawrence. It doesn't look like he's in the Yankton dugout anymore, so most likely he's on his way up here at any given moment. So we'll keep it right here for the moment. A couple things to talk about. Schedule preview courtesy of Parker of Yankton Engineering Your Success. Learn more about them at parker.com. I know Yankton's got some games coming up on Tuesday in league play. Their next home games aren't until the 16th of June, so a little over a week, where they'll actually play, funny enough, Sioux Falls West, who they would have played if they won in the semifinal, and Sioux Falls East. It's a pseudo-quadrangular there from the looks of it, as Yankton will play Sioux Falls East and West on June 16th for their next home game. 1 game in the morning, 1 game at night. There will be games taking place in between as well. But that's what's coming up for Yankton as we welcome in the head coach of Yankton Post 12. This post-game coach interview courtesy of Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm. Coach, it comes out as a 1-0 loss in the semifinals of Lewis and Clark Classic. It was a really impressive tournament. You just ran into a dominant pitcher today in Lindau. Threw very, very well for Seward Post 33.
Yeah, he was a good pitcher. I thought we actually had good at-bats. I thought we played a really good game. Feeser, first innings all year he's thrown, didn't give up any runs. Boston coming in and doing a good job, and then Tate doing a really good job. I mean, they scored their run on a throw, and that happens. But we needed to find a way to score, and we just didn't. But I thought overall we played a really good game.
And you brought up your pitchers, I know, just now, but Easton Feeser, obviously impressive. Boston Frick only pitches 1 inning. I assume that's so you can use him on Tuesday with some PowerPoints counting games coming up. And then also he would have been available for the championship if you made it that far. But comes in, pitches very well, and Tate Bestie shut things down in the end. It was an all-around impressive performance defensively for both teams. There was a rain delay in the middle as well, and neither team really seemed to startle them or rattle them out on the mound for coming out of that long rain delay. But
yeah, it's good to deal with those sometimes. You got to get used to them. There's certain things you got to do as far as getting ready and back into play. And so it's always good to have a little bit of that throughout the year, and just in case it happens in a bigger game, that you're ready for it. So, yeah, overall, like I said, I thought we did really well, and credit to the guys for a really good tournament, 4-1. And then we'll move forward to Tuesday where we get to play Aberdeen.
I forgot to mention it the other night after the scholarships were announced. I don't know if it got brought up last night because I was off the broadcast. But obviously with the Lewis and Clark Classic, you give out the Kyle Mueller Memorial Scholarship every year. 2 recipients this year in Carter Boomsma and Sam Goki. And I know, even now 7 years since his passing, Kyle Mueller still has a big effect on the Yankton Baseball Association. That's a nice scholarship they can give out every year.
Yeah, a huge effect, and his brother Peyton obviously is a board member and coaches and umpires and does all that good stuff. And he's an important person in our YBA. And the scholarship is a big deal. And to be honest with you, we have a lot of seniors, and all of them are deserving of the award. So it was a little hard to figure out, who I was going to nominate and who they were going to pick, and because they could all be very deserving. I think Carter and Samuel are the epitome of what you want a young man to be. Works hard, talented but works hard, great kids, great students, great teammates, leaders. I mean, they are what that award is about. And so we couldn't have found 2 better guys to have that one.
And then I know it probably doesn't factor in as much, but also some very good baseball players as well for both those guys for the YBA. And it's nice to be able to give that out in the memory of Kyle Mueller. And I know they help raise money for that and for his family every year as well. So that's another big thing as part of this Lewis and Clark Classic. But turning back to the baseball, you mentioned it already. Aberdeen on Tuesday is who you guys got up next. What are those games looking like, and what are you expecting in that matchup?
I have no idea. We haven't seen them this spring. We were supposed to play them this spring. We didn't. I don't know anything much. I don't know much about them. We'll be ready to go. Hopefully, we're going up to Aberdeen. We haven't done that in a really long time, so a little bit longer road trip than we're used to for a single day. But boys will be all right. They'll be ready to go and ready to play.
In terms of arms, who's available? Who might be seen for anybody going up and watching the game on Tuesday?
I think we're going to go with Cooley and Riken, and Frick will be available. The only one not available is Goki. He threw yesterday too many pitches, so not that we would anyway, but the plan is for Goki to pitch maybe next weekend. I think we play Pierce, so we'll do that, but most guys will be available.
All right, Coach, thanks for taking time to come talk to us here on KYNT and KYNTV, your post-game coach interview courtesy of Rhonda Westland at State Farm Insurance. We're going to take a quick 1-minute break, wrap things up here from Riverside Field after this.
I'm Chris, the plant accountant here with Parker of Yankton. So let's do some math. 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year, that's 2,080 hours. With our night shift pay differential of $2.35 an hour, that comes out to over $400 extra in your pocket every month. Nearly $5,000 extra dollars a year just for working the same job on a different shift. Same work, same team, just more in your paycheck. Join us and let the math work in your favor. Learn more at parker.com/careers.
Parker, engineering your success.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KYNT, KYNTV. We wrap up the Lewis and Clark Classic for our coverage anyway. If you're interested in watching the championship game, get down to Riverside Field here in Yankton as Seward will take on Sioux Falls West in the Lewis and Clark Championship matchup as Seward defeats Yankton 1-0 in the Lewis and Clark semifinals. That's going to wrap up our post-game report here, courtesy of Mason Strom and the Move Group. You buying or selling Move with Mason and the Move Group. But, Josh, a lot of fun this weekend with a lot of great baseball being played between not only Yankton, but all the teams we saw them play as well.
Right. It's been an incredible tournament, or incredible classic here in Yankton. Played in a lot of exciting games throughout there. 2 walk-offs and 2 games where they handled business. And to get to today is an accomplishment. Unfortunately, fell just short against a really good team and a really good pitcher.
Yeah, 12 strikeouts in the end for Lindau as he was the ace of the day for Post 33. That's going to wrap up our Lewis and Clark tournament coverage. Post 12 on the road on Tuesday up in Aberdeen for a doubleheader, so a long road trip for them. Hopefully everything goes smoothly there. And I believe the next time we're live on KYNT with coverage of Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball will be the 16th of June as they will take on Sioux Falls East and West. 2 separate times of the day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. So kind of like what we were doing for the Lewis and Clark Classic here. But should be fun in just over a week now, 9 days away for that. That is a week from Tuesday. But Josh, I'd like to thank you for joining me on the broadcast and running things last night along with Tell, taking things over. It did a great job last night while I was out of town, and been a lot of fun to call baseball with you.
Yeah, same here. A fun weekend, a full weekend of baseball, and still the championship go. But, we'll be back in about 9 days here for Yankton action against Sioux Falls West.
This has been Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT and KYNTV. Big thank you to Cash McDonald back in Yankton Studios, running everything properly for KYNT. And, of course, thank you to our sponsors and you, the listener. Without you, this broadcast is not possible. Until next time, here on KYNT and KYNTV, stay safe.